All right, there we go. And we're live-ish, sort of. More of like a pre-recorded thing.
We're about as
for
live
us.
as a time capsule.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We're about as live as a... Yeah, I don't know why I...
Jive in a dive bar.
I was gonna say
With a
something about a
Man with
bomb
6 wives.
I was gonna say something about a bomb that nobody knows when it's gonna go off, like a. But then I didn't want to. Okay, anyway.
When we're going
Are
live?
we like restarting this now? Okay. Hi, I'm
We can go back. We can start the recording again.
Yeah, no one has to know this ever happened.
Hi, I'm Potaytosaurus. This is my channel. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video, and comment down below about your favorite fruit. Give me some. Tell me what your favorite fruit is. I play a Wood Elf Ranger in this campaign. It is day number 23 of it's a session number 23, and yeah, that's me. We'll go silent next.
I'm SatSilent_. I play Yuki Sato, a human rogue. It's what am I saying more?
Favorite fruit.
Oh,
I mean, what do you like to do for your hobbies?
are we starting over? Cut. Favorite fruit?
You didn't
Oranges.
actually-
I'm a huge orange guy. Yeah,
Really?
especially the
Really?
chocolate ones. That's my shit.
That's not an actual fruit.
chocolate.
It tastes like
Chocolate covered oranges straight out of the chocolate orange fields of Florida.
Oh my god. All right, Husher.
I'm Husher, the game master. I kept it
Single
simple.
and ready to mingle.
No, I was gonna
What
wait,
do
and I was like, no,
what
not
do you
this
always say?
time.
What's your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit. I like blueberries. I like blueberries a lot.
Blueberries.
Blueberries.
They're really good for you
Blueberries.
too.
Blueberries.
Really? What are they good for?
When I have acid reflux, and I'd also have, this is all going on YouTube now, stomach ulcers, blueberries really help just like bring that all down.
It was
So-
all on YouTube already, so don't worry. Hi, YouTube. Okay, Mother Trucker.
I am LOL Mother Trucker. I play Brea, the half-elf barbarian. My favorite fruit is probably strawberries, the chocolate ones.
We're so American.
I like chocolate covered hamburgers. They're my favorite kind of fruit. Deep fried chocolate covered hamburgers. Thank you.
Ooh, I had some really good French fries today. Super tasty. Okay, and Dr. Overdose.
I'm Dr. Overdose. My favorite fruit is probably pizza that my wife just brought.
Ooh.
That's not a fruit. That's a vegetable.
Oh, okay.
Cheating.
That's a vegetable. Okay. Mango. For the
Oh
mango,
my
because
god. We're so American.
hashtag not sponsored. I love mangoes.
Not
Mangoes
sponsored.
But
actually
hashtag
That's-
open to opportunities. As long as you're
Yes.
okay with a 3%. Anyway. Session 23. Did we decide we're doing a recap or no?
You said you would do the recap. In
You
fact,
did
I'm having a
that.
deja vu right now that you know exactly what to say for the recap.
I did
Because
not
you've already
agree to
said it. I feel like
I
you've
just
already said it.
reread
so
the
you're
whole
just there.
thing. The whole quest
Oh, there
line.
you go.
Well, there you go.
You have it handy.
I can't do it. My mouth's full.
I'm reading the whole thing.
Yes, please start at day one. And
I
let's catch
changed my vote.
everybody
You
up.
should make Dr. Overdose do it so he can't eat his pizza.
Oh, that's mean.
That was me.
He took that personally.
Doesn't matter that. Come between a person and their pizza.
That's mean.
That's just downright cruel, mother trucker.
Hey, Yuki, what can you do about that pizza?
Okay, so
Um.
here we go. Here's a little tiny recap. Is basically, we woke up at the bar, the inn thing that we half own.
The drunken spud.
The drunken spud, and Yuria came in and told us that there were 3 kids who ran off the night before to look for rumors of treasure somewhere off to the north in some temple ruins. Garmy went to wake Brea up, and Brea wasn't in her room. We never really found her. New Here decided to evolve and is now a bird instead of a tiny lizard. Still is
I
named
recast
New
the
Here.
spell to turn him into a bird.
He evolved. And then Garmy sent it to Scout.
Did he reach his final form though? That's the question.
No,
See?
not yet.
Okay.
Hey,
He has not yet reached his final form.
We're in the tavern.
No, she mentioned the drunken spud, so I was trying to give a visual aid for those following along at home watching YouTube on their mobile device and/or computer. That's all.
So then Garmy sent New Here to scout ahead, see if it could find any of the missing kids. Shortly after we leave, we run into some polar bears. Garmy tried to scare them, but it didn't really work very well. But we did end up defeating the polar bears, and then 2 white dragons appeared. They were like pretty defensive. They really wanted the bear meat, but they didn't attack at first. They just wanted to talk to us. And I was tasked at explaining to them, because I speak dragon, I speak draconic, sorry. I was tasked with explaining to them that they could have the polar bears, but it didn't work very well. And they became suspicious of me. Garmy made an image of a platinum dragon appear behind me, and it scared the shit out of them, and they left, which is a good thing. Then we took a short rest, and while we were doing that, a blizzard moved in, and we ended up making it out of the blizzard safely, and we realized we were right near the ruins where the 3 kids went to look for rumored treasure. We went into the entrance of the ice cave. Yuki gets her lantern out because she doesn't have dark vision. And we see 3 sets of footprints heading into the cave. But we also notice that the cave walls and the ceiling, they don't seem stable. They're really, it's very rocky. There's dust falling, and it's just not safe. So we know we have to be really careful before we go in. And then as we walk in farther, Karaus notices something's weird. There's that weird smell happening. We see some doorways we go in, and we hear this like weird clicking noise. And we open the door, and it ends up, we find out what the clicking noise is, and it turns out to be these like really terrible spiders. There's 3 of them. They're huge. There's some on the ceiling. There's one above the door. They're like ready to get us. So that's kind of where we ended the session, session 22. And now we're just kind of like staring into the many eyes of the spooters and trying to figure out what the best thing to do is now.
Don't even.
The spook.
Let's do some rollies. Let's get into it. I'm excited to play.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want
Who's
to hear
rolling
about childhood shit. Rolly's time, baby. It's time to win.
Play at D&D. It's been a month.
Let's do.
Yes!
Okay, we're gonna choose based on opinion. And okay, so Mother Trucker and Silent are gonna have to guess. So the first people to go are the people who okay, Lord of the Rings. That's why you 2 are screwed. You're gonna have to guess. If you've ever read the books, well, who do you think my most hated character in the Lord of the Rings trilogy? I'll narrow it to the book. It's in the Fellowship of the Ring. I'll narrow it even further. That character happens. Yes. All right. So Garmy's rolling against. Okay. So name who my favorite character in Lord of the Rings is, and that's who's going to go up against Garmy. You guys can name any character. Even if you've not seen it, you can still fucking guess my favorite character for whatever reason.
Harry Potter.
No Harry Potter. We're talking Tolkien. So
Golem?
a favorite
Frodo?
character, but I'm going to tell you before we get into it. They are not a member of the Fellowship. My second favorite character is a member of the Fellowship. Is the 9 people who go on the journey to fucking find the Millennium Falcon, like before it's shot down by the Normandy and the Reapers come, like, yeah. So who's gonna go guess? You could name a character from Lord of the Rings.
I don't know. I just named all of the characters I know.
I mean, yeah, but he's one of the Fellowship. My favorite character to tell you is actually
Gandalf's
Faramir.
brother.
Faramir is my favorite character of the books. I feel like he's a very tragic figure, right? And he has a lot of meaning. But anyway, so that's my favorite character. So because they've actually seen the movies or read the books, Potaytosaurus go against Garmy. And then
I feel like this was skewed.
you're like, this is
Favoritism.
fucked. This is so fucked.
I feel targeted.
You are targeted. You're
You were
100% targeted.
But I said you could guess anybody you wanted. But yes, if you've never seen the movies or
I
read the
knew like
books, and
2
you're like,
characters.
I
you got
literally named
Stan,
all
you
the
got
characters I
Frodo,
knew.
you
Yeah.
got Mary, Pippin.
Tom Bombadil
right?
isn't even in the movies, so
Fucking and the reason why I'll tell you right why I don't like Tom Bombadil, he's a really cool character, and I think as a concept he's
I
cool.
love Tom Bombadil.
But he makes no fucking sense for the story because he doesn't do anything other than save these stupid bastards from Old Man Willow, okay, and then the Barrow Down Whites. But like, I mean, he just doesn't have much of an impact. You could skip it. And in fact, when I reread the
And he
books
sings
every
them a
year,
fun song.
you know what? We get to Crick Hollow, they leave to go, and we skip all the way to fucking Bree, baby. Like I skip like 4 chapters of that book because I've read them like 40 times.
I love Tom Bombadil.
All right, so Potatosaurus, this is your YouTube channel that we've all, I don't know how to say it gently, but we
Hijacked?
have all, like,
18!
smacked that like button and rang that bell. So, please go first, Miss Potatosaurus.
18.
18, all right. Garmy, let's do this.
Ooh. A 5.
Okay, so we've got one for Caroused. One for
1-1.
one.
Ooh.
2-1.
Oh
Can
my
she come
God.
back? Can she tie it up? And what the
Come back, kid.
shitballs?
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
Who too?
Oh, natural 20 time, Potatosaurus.
Why'd you jinx
or
me?
that. Or that.
Why'd you jinx me?
He might roll a 3.
Dang.
Okay, well, so
That's okay.
it's a good roll. So those were good rolls. You came back from behind like it was a real tug of war. Like, to be quite honest, I was like at the edge of my seat. All right.
That was good.
Yo, it's Prisoner 13. I want you to roll dice better this time. All right. Now we know the other two. Please, Mother Trucker, if you go first, please. Brea, girth quaking right out of the ghost, backstabbed
Dang
by
it.
Yuki Sato. Yuki won.
Stop it.
We stop it. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I know. Stop it.
Nice.
Oh, so but she comes back and she gets it with the old one of the Leroy Jenkinses. All right.
14, okay.
2-1, right?
Was it 1-2? Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, like yeah 2-1 for with Brea.
2-1. Oh no.
Like, watch me do worse than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
how fitting
Wow.
is that? How terrible is that?
I feel like a
A 1
natural
even.
1 should trump.
That's
Was
what
that
it's
the last
for,
one?
though.
I feel
Or do
like
I
it
still
should
need
be
to
an
go?
ace. It should be either a 1 or a 20.
I don't think that's how D&D works.
Or 10.
Your
rather.
odds of getting a
Yeah,
you
but
know, a good roll
rollies
goes
are
up a
our-
little bit.
Rollies are our rules.
All right, you guys ready? Who wants to go first of the two of you? Mother Trucker, you should, because you have never seen Lord of the Rings and you deserve all the help you can get. All right, first time, let's go.
Oh.
The Ocho.
I'm rolling for Tom.
Oh no.
You're rolling for Tom Bombadil. You're like, this is for you, Tommy boy. All right, so we got 2-1. Oh, so far, come on, Garmy, you got this. Okay, it is 2-1. I was totally right. All right, come on, Garmy, you can do this.
Wait, why is it 2-1?
Well, hold on. You
No,
won the
it-
first one. You won the second one. Brea has 2. Yeah. I'm sorry, 2-0. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
2-0. Yeah. And then oh.
Shit.
I was seeing the future. 2-1. Very nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's close
It's
though.
me.
It's all right. It's a me. It's the dice roll. All right. All right, Mother Trucker, let's do this. Neck and neck.
Am I going first?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Ladies first. Drats.
Eat that.
I'm rubber. You're glue. What the fuck is?
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, senpai.
Did you just
What the actual
apologize?
fuck? Son of a bitch.
That's
Alright.
2-1.
Wow,
right?
these are some
Two-
good rolls.
We're just gonna throw Brea in front of everything. Just
Please
like,
don't, because
Yes, we are.
I'm not gonna do this again.
Yeah. All right.
Does
Hmm.
Brea... Wait, does Brea win that?
Let me
1
see. 1.
to 1.
Yeah, she won 3-1,
2
didn't
to
she?
1.
Yep, it's 3-1. Yep.
3. Yeah, nice!
Sorry, I mean I will
Nice.
declare that Mother Trucker has defeated my dice rolling. It did. We were doing really well with like some pretty high rolls, so like I was
Yeah.
kind of disappointed. Suddenly I was like, oh, guess what? Your favorite number's 3, right, bitch? And then like rolls 3. So there you go. There you
Your
go.
favorite number is 3, Husher?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
True that.
Your favorite number should be higher.
I like it. I have reasons that I like it, but I will not state them on a recording. But there is a reason of why the 3 is my number.
Oh, Lord.
All right, let's see.
I really need to know this, and
Let's crowdsource what
We'll
your
wait
boon
until
to
we
be.
stop the recording, and then
I
we'll.
know, right? And then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about all your personal information. Can you give me your social security number while we're at it?
I'm writing it down.
Well, I'm thinking about as far as your boon, right? What are we gonna get as your boon? So
I thought you were gonna say boob.
He
yes,
likes
I'm
3 of
gonna
those.
slip it in there every now and then, so you've got to go through and watch and be like, "What's the timestamp?" Delete those like frames. Just every now and then, just.
You are gonna make this so hard on me.
I said boon. You're the one who said the other word. Thank you. I didn't.
What do you can't say boob?
I say boob.
Okay, thank you. The other one.
She's like, now I've read 15, 17. Like, go find the timestamp.
Let's be real. You're all a bunch of boobs.
Wow.
I'll be a boob. They're kind of fun.
I'm trying to think. So maybe. During one combat encounter tonight, you can roll twice on your magic wild magic table. I'm just gonna kind of throw this out here. So let's all shimmy on down a bit here. Let me move your tokens. That way we get more of like a natural sort of formation. Doop doop doo. Here we're kind of like over here, right? Pretend cave, because I have a more generic, like general map, but you know this way we have at least a scale. So you're in this like somewhat largest entryway that you've entered into, right? And you've got your. Don't worry, I know it looks like a panther. Okay, like don't judge me for the icons that Foundry has for this. For these creatures. I know, right? Like fucking spider cat. So you get these large spiders. You know, they kind of like they have like a sheen. Like, and they almost have like feels like it looks like they have like frost covering parts of their abdomen and their legs. And they appear as if to your simple nature 11 skills as a ranger, that without making you roll for anything, like these are spiders that live in ice, and spiders are, and yeah, they'd probably not be alive if they weren't somehow resistant to cold. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of throw that one out there for you right now. So we might simply call these ice spiders, and they look hungry, and they're clacking. And you see above you, you know, you can see some webbing up at the edge, and it's hard to see in the icy crust inside of this like cave entrance, where they were probably dangling down there. And no one is surprised. However, we're going to add ourselves to the combat tracker if we could. Please.
Okay.
Am I actually here now?
You have magically arrived. So the way we're going to do this one is suddenly, as you guys have walked in and you're looking around, like Mother Trucker enters in the cave entrance behind you.
Mother Trucker. She's
sorry,
here with
Mother
Brea.
Trucker. She's here too, and Juliana.
What'd
So
you
yeah,
call me?
so Brea is back with the group,
Oh, oops.
and you're all suddenly like, wait a second, that is quite serendipitous.
I forgot how to roll for initiative for a second there.
You missed me. I was doing my best. I was doing my best tree impression. Y'all
I don't
totally
think in your last fight you had called out Ardarax, though, had you?
Yeah, I accidentally put him on there.
Okay. No, I can take him off. I'll remove him.
Yeah, please, thank you.
Why is it always that? Some things never change.
Oh my god.
Well, nice knowing y'all.
I mean, don't ask me how that one worked out, because that's just how that worked out. Like, wait, the fucking roll, like, what the shit?
Hold on, did the cleric not come with y'all on this little
Yeah, wasn't
adventure?
the cleric with us?
Oh yeah, true.
Our cleric buddy was with us. birthday?
when we actually need her.
Did she come? I thought she stayed. I thought she stayed
Yeah.
in town. No, she had stayed. She hadn't
I
gone
feel like
away.
her icon would have been here if she
Yeah,
did
she
come with
wasn't.
us.
Yeah, she wasn't with you. She stayed in town. She said she had to go take care of other things, and she left you guys around breakfast or whatever. So she wasn't there when they.
Well, hey, go save these kids. I got other
Are we
things to
gonna-
do.
Are we gonna have a conversation
thanks,
about
bye.
how Brea just randomly appeared next to us?
Yeah, like you guys want to.
hey.
You guys want to adjust that in your minds of how. As you guys have walked into the cave entrance, you hear crunching behind
Yeah,
you,
hey guys,
and
what
she is
are you
right
doing?
there. And so we go like a Netflix show. You might be wondering how I got here, and then you guys can take a moment, right?
Who are your friends?
Oh my God, Brea, where'd you come from? Where have
Where-
you
I
been?
don't
Where
know.
were you?
No idea.
What do you mean you don't? Did you have one of those
I was a tree.
brain, otherworldly experiences again?
Garlic bread.
Do you remember anything?
No.
You
You
feel
don't remember anything?
you kind of have a slight limp when you walk into the cave, Brea. You just kind of catches your attention for a moment, like your knee felt kind of weird, you know. You're like, but like it quickly fades and feels
It's
more
my
like a
pimp
memory
walk.
than actually. Fucking this pimp walk. She sat Brea all sachets, all sassy into the cave. She's like, what up? So you guys, I'll say if you want to rearrange yourselves somewhere within the 3 squares of where you're at in any direction, just to kind of make it so you don't feel like suddenly you're surrounded. I'll let you go 3 squares, 15 feet either direction.
I'm good where I'm at. Y'all are the meat shields.
And sacrifice the gnome. They look hungry, eyes clacking.
The gnome will get behind Brea.
Oh, damn it. What if Brea
Have fun,
just
Yuki.
decides to move now?
Can we all just keep moving backwards?
Just slowly
Just
back out of the
leave.
cave.
Like back away, it's like on
Slowly
Jurassic
back
Park, like
out.
blue, no, blue, you know, like.
All right. Well, I guess Yuki's just gonna lead the charge again. She ain't afraid of no bugs.
I ain't afraid of no giant. Okay, so these are large creatures, so they take up multiple squares, right? They're big.
Yeah.
They're big chonkers, man. Like they're right out of Skyrim. Think about like the frost spiders in Skyrim, right? I know you know what I'm talking about. So they're big.
Is this
They're
room
big ones.
round, square? What's the shape we're looking at here in this room?
It's somewhat irregular, somewhat shaped like this cavern entrance, right? So it's kind of like sloped walls. You know, the floor there's some stalagmites or stalactites, but it's it's icy and frosty stone. Chill, obviously dark as shit. So thankfully you cast magic on, poor Yuki. So think of the think of the ice cave on Hoth, right? With the Wampa, right? Kind of that kind of thing, right? It's cold. Inside's darker, obviously. It's obviously darker, but it's icy, stony, kind of curved on the outside. Little cavern, natural cavern entrance. All right, so let's see here. All right, so the first ice spider, it's gonna like kind of twist and turn its abdomen, and it points its abdomen somewhat at you as if it's going to expel some type of liquid, and it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna take a web attack at you, Yuki.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and prepare the uncanny dodge. How does that work again? I forgot.
Quick, throw the bearings! It's a joke,
All
I'm
right.
kidding.
Oh, if it hits me, I just get to half the damage. Okay.
Half is good. I mean, I think the last time we fought something this big, Brea got one shot. But it was a dragon.
So as you're sitting there, it squirts out
Ew.
some type of like gelatinous, gloopy liquid at you that hits you. So you are restrained by webbing, kind of like wraps around you, right? Freezes you in place. Now, while restrained in an ice spider's web, a creature takes 1 cold damage at the start of each of its turn. As an action, so on your next turn, right, you can use an action to make a DC 12 strength check and break the webbing on your next turn.
Okay.
Or
So
somebody
it
could
didn't
also
do-
attack you.
It didn't do any damage.
No, on you will take one cold damage, and I'm
Just on the turn.
assuming, yeah, and that's it. But you're just restrained. You can't do anything, right? So you have this restrained condition.
Okay.
So, and just to kind of explain that, because you may not be restrained for very long, right? Your movement speed becomes 0. Any attack against you has advantage, and your attack rolls would have disadvantage. What are you gonna do? Like, you got your sword up, you just kind of like with your teeth, I don't know. And then you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws while you're restrained. So this would also be like if you had if somebody had restrained your wrist with manacles and you were like needed to go do something, right? There's a penalty for it. But in this case, your speed's 0. So, but yeah, on your first turn, you'll take 1 point of damage. I forgot about that. Combat begins. Yes, ma'am.
Can you change
Ask
the
away.
music to something less sleepy?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no. We're all chill here, right? We're not doing math. We're just listening to some music. All right. Let's. Hello. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Is that better? Can you hear that?
Yeah, thank you.
Secret Steps.
Say what?
Secret Steps. The name of the song.
Oh, okay. And then let's see whose turn is it next. Okay, so this guy's gonna scuttle up, and he's gonna go ahead and squirt at Caroused.
That's gross.
Wait, that's the
Sorry,
same
he's
one.
going to attempt to capture you in a range-based web attack of totally. It's just webbing. It's totally fine.
Demonetized.
It's a freaking sword, okay?
Oh, okay.
You're like, hold on. Chop that right there. What's the timestamp? 54-1. Okay. Like, let's go ahead and edit that out. If it helps, I have Adobe and shit, and I can just edit myself out of the video. Don't
No,
worry,
it's fine.
that's where I was an asshole right there.
This is where the
All
content
right.
comes from.
All right, so what do we got here? We've got. Oh yeah, we
That's
got roll our
music.
attack.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're on a
Dang.
secret mission.
Creative Commons, like royalty free. All right, so we will. Oops. Make our attack. What is your armor class? I didn't look at yours. I had Yuki's character sheet up. What is your AC value?
15.
Oh yeah, it totally misses. Like the burst of webbing kind of like flies past you and just hits the wall, and you can hear it like freeze into place, right? Like, right. And then the third spider scuttles forward. And it was, hang on a second. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to launch a web attack at Brea. Not the gnome.
The gnome just had to move, didn't he?
Juke,
Gnome
juke,
yeet.
juke. And it hits.
Oh no, the barbarian's being targeted.
I know, the barbarian. Oh, rats, what will we do? Terrible. Whatever shall we do? So for the third one, it does hit Mother Trucker for you will take 1 point of damage. However, you are also restrained. And now it is Yuki Sato's.
Okay.
Can you explain what is the relationship between Yuki Sato and Yuliana? Like, what is it? Like,
So it started off as just Yuki's nickname that Mother Trucker was calling her. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn that into a whole character. So, did I pass that saving throw? Was I supposed to be
I'm
at
sorry.
disadvantage?
you need to do a strength of 12, so you succeeded. So as an action, you're able to shake
Free
off
myself.
the webbing. Hmm.
So then I don't have another action. I'll just use my bonus action then to disengage, I guess.
You don't have to disengage. Like you're nothing is adjacent to you, right? So you don't need to worry about disengaging.
And
You can
wait,
use your bonus action to hide.
I was just about to say, are there any like stone
Yeah,
pillars
there's like
in here?
within a few feet of you, there's some, there's some like, low like rocky outcroppings, right? And or stalactites that have like frozen over in time. So, and there's a bit of snow and things that have drifted in. So it's possible you could try to do some type of stealth check or hide behind something.
Are we able to do? Oh, that's much bigger than I wanted it to be. You guys can. Oh God, I'm doing another one.
Is that what she said? I'm sorry. That's what she said, like literally in that sentence. Like, I'm so sorry, but it was like right there.
All right. We're just gonna pretend that's a big rock, and Yuki's gonna hide behind it, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'd say there's within reason. Like you'll be in under partial cover. All right. And Kraus, is your return.
Beautiful. I am going to take out Magical Bow Job. Actually, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this one. And
This poor bastard right here. His real name is Ice Spider C, by the way, in case you were curious.
and then I'm gonna take out Magical Bow Job.
Okay, so you Hunter's Mark him. Is Hunter's Mark an action or is it a bonus action? I don't
It's a
remember off the top of my head.
It's one bonus action.
Okay. I just didn't remember. That's all. It should say in your character sheet if it has a bonus action.
I just don't know if I can attack it now or if I have to wait one turn. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours. So it looks like I can like cast it, and then if it hits, then I can attack right away. But I don't. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Let's take a look. You choose creature C. Okay. Mark it as your quarry.
I should know this.
Yeah. So you use it as a bonus action, right? Because you can take your bonus action first, right? So you're like, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So, and then there's no reason that you couldn't attack that same round. Doesn't say it takes a round to cast. It says it's a bonus action. So.
Okay. So I used Magical Bow Job and got 17 for my attack.
You hit. Yeah. I mean, your arrow slams
Okay, so
into
I'll
its
do
abdomen.
Damage and damage.
Yep. And then a 1d6. Yep. So 14. Okay. No, great. Good shot. Anything else you want to move?
Oh, wait, I get to go again, don't I? I get to go twice?
Multi-attack?
Oh yeah, you have multi-attack. Didn't you get multi-attack at 5 or something?
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I've got it too.
Why don't I see it, though? Would that be my features?
Normally be in features. Let's we can take a look though at rangers here.
I don't see
I'm just gonna look on D&D
multi-attack.
Beyond because I don't remember. So let's see at at 5 you get extra attack. At 5th level you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take your attack action. So yeah, so you can attack again. Extra attack is what it's called, not multi-attack. I am a silly boy.
Okay, but having like being a Drake Warden didn't cut any of that out. I just want to make sure that I can.
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
just a normal feature as a rogue. It does, or as a ranger. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and attack again with the Magical Bow Job. Oh! And if the 17 hit, then I know the 26 hit.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Okay, so we'll go damage. And damage again for Hunter's Mark? Or just once?
Well, let's go read Hunter's Mark because it might be limiting on that one. So let's make sure here.
An extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
You get every attack.
Yeah, I would just say it would apply to every attack then. Yep.
Okay.
Whenever you hit. Right? Yep.
It's better than nothing.
Okay, so 9 more.
Yep.
Okay.
So 14 plus 9. It's not too bad.
No, that's good. That's solid. All right, it's Brea's turn. Hopefully she could pass that DC of 12. I mean,
Or she could stay still and throw a weapon.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
You
stay
only
where
have
I
to take
am.
the
I am
damage.
gonna.
She
at
moves.
disadvantage, somehow get that javelin out. Just.
Well, I
Oh,
did it-
she's completely
I gotta do
restrained.
the
I thought she
saving
was.
rope. Or... Wait.
Yeah.
what do I
You would
do?
take 1 point of damage at the start of your turn now from the webbing, but
Right.
now you do a DC 12 strength check.
Oh, I didn't take the
I get
damage.
advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, please go ahead and take the damage if you didn't do that last time.
No.
Bless you.
You just double click on your character sheet and you click on strength and you say you want to do a with a saving throw, I think, right? Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
strength
I
save.
get advantage on them though. Oh,
But yeah, so you easily like basically flex your pinky and the webbing shatters from around you and you are no longer restrained.
So now I can do my stuff, right?
Now you can do your
You
stuff.
can move and bonus
that's-
action.
It's been
Yeah.
a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and rage, so
You're-
I'm gonna
you're-
roll my D8.
Rage is a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Yep. So, and you already took your action to do your save.
You got a bonus
right?
action and a movement left.
So, well, she did her bonus action. She raged.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can move is pretty much what you can do. You can move closer or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll my D8 for my wild magic. 5.
Fancy ass dice. Those are nice dice.
Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution.
Nice. So if they hit you while you're raging, it takes 1d6.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
On your brood, you can re-roll that if you want.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you can roll again as your boon. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll. I don't. Wait. No. Okay, question.
Yeah.
So if I hold on, what was the? So like if I was encased or whatever, and like every time I took damage, they would take damage too.
Oh, if it I don't know how that would work if you were it depends on how you're
It's
restrained.
when
Like
they
if you,
hit you with an attack roll.
Attack roll.
not-
Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah.
and roll it.
so like you would if for some reason you got webbed again, that's an actual attack, right? They have to roll an attack to hit you with it.
Yeah.
So at that point they would take it. But every time you took that 1 hit point, if you just for some reason couldn't roll above a 12, you wouldn't keep adding damage to them like that.
Grass isn't always greener, guys, but it's about to be a little bit greener here. Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your
Now-
rage ends.
No, Hasher didn't say you had to take the second result, just that you could roll again.
But you could roll twice. Yep.
So you could still choose to keep the other one.
You could do both. You could have
Oh,
fucking
that's a good
flowers
point.
and vines
Oh.
and shit, and have the other one. No,
I can do
yeah,
both.
see, I didn't put a constraint on you. I said you could roll twice
yeah.
when you had to use wild
Okay.
magic. I didn't say that one superseded the other or that both didn't work at the same time. I wanted to see, to be quite honest, how limiting you would limit yourself, and then I would just use that moving forward for this boon today. So if you were like, "Oh, I
Nice
rolled
call.
again," yeah, I would have been like, "Okay, that's how they want to do it." So they could, yeah, they roll twice, but the second one just replaces the
Okay.
other.
So
But no,
within
yeah.
15 feet of me is difficult terrain for enemies.
Okay.
And 1d6 damage if they hit you.
Where's your shatter now, Garmy? Where's your shatter
I mean,
now?
I could shatter 2 of them.
I know.
But
Think about it while I use the
I-
bathroom, because man, the Monster Energy drink I slammed down pretty fast. So
Here's the thing. I only have 2 second level spells left, and I can't get any back. So I was gonna try to stick to first level spells.
Wait to see what we can do to these guys first.
Yeah, I'd stick to first level spells. That my only cantrip that does damage is Ray of Frost, and that won't do any damage. But I have a cantrip that can have a first level spell that will do damage every round. So
I have to either like do damage or take damage to stay.
but here's a little trick.
Right.
Here's a little trick. Nothing says the damage can't come from yourself. You can punch yourself and keep your rage.
Unless you have a DM who thinks that's a bullshit argument and thinks
I
no.
mean,
But I know
rules as
technically it's
written.
not against the rule. Yeah, no, I know.
I'll just guard me. You're right.
I mean,
there.
I
You just,
could totally
whack me
see
with your
that as
staff.
someone like psyching themselves up for a fight, like hitting them across
I
the
would
face.
say, you know what? Yeah, sure. Okay,
agree,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm fine with that. But every time you do, it's a 1d4 damage no matter what.
Totally, no, you have to take
Yeah.
damage. Otherwise,
You got to
it doesn't
take
count.
damage from it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just asking because I don't know if I like actually needed to move up.
Spell slots.
So there's only one spider that's taking damage, right?
Yes, the one that's
right now?
closest to me. Yeah.
This one over here. Yeah, is it this one?
Yeah.
Or this one? Yeah, this one over here, right? This
one on the
guy,
right.
right?
The one I'm gonna do.
The one most direct to her. That's I got you. I think I moved him by
Oh.
accident. Did I move it by accident?
This one. I'm gonna
Okay.
target this one with.
Tell me
What about
chromatic
that
orb.
boulder?
Tell me chromatic. Oh.
Can you
No,
go around
which
that boulder?
Yeah, I would say that he can like move a little bit out of the way. The boulder's not like that. Well, you are kind of a gnome, so yeah, that's a good point.
Jump on
Eh,
Brea's back. Hold the
I
bus
would
down
say
and
you
be
could,
make
like,
it that
you could
big.
still hit it with like, but it's gonna get like a bit of an AC bump, right? For being like partial, I'd say partial cover, maybe.
Well, I can.
You could move, right?
Just
You could.
like
Yeah,
move
I
or
can.
step.
I could just take a step in this direction. Is that still within 30 feet?
oh,
Or I need to step a little closer too.
maybe like up here.
So I'll just step. So 5,
why not go for a different one?
10, 15. No, I'm aiming for the back row.
But you're getting real close to that.
Yeah,
one.
well, I'm gonna cast my spell on it, and then I'm gonna back away because I still got movement.
Woo!
I was
That
really
hits,
hoping
I'm
that
sure.
I would really.
Roll.
It does hit. That's why I was hoping that you would go with chromatic orb because chromatic orb never hits. But I still want to. I still
Yeah.
support you, and I want to see Garmy succeed.
Well, Witch Bolt has the benefit of being one spell slot that lasts multiple rounds. So,
Oh.
1d12 damage. So the little lightning starts cracking around him, and it does 2 points of damage, and I run back up behind Brea again.
But it's like licking a 9-volt battery right now. It's like, what kind of tingles a little bit,
But
right?
it
Kind of
continues
tingles.
to have the lightning crackle around its body.
You channel Witch Bolt? You have to channel it, don't you? If it hits.
I have to concentrate. I am.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Yeah, concentrate.
Channel
Okay.
the
So you can't do
concentration.
anything to channel this, right? Yeah, as an action. Like your only action could be channeling this.
My only action for future rounds is to focus on this. Oh no, I have to stay in range, so I don't back up. I have to stay within 30 feet. So hold on, let me actually see.
They
Wait,
all
I have a
immediate
question.
turns right after you.
Yeah, so that might be a little.
Yeah.
Wait, were you using that as a first level
I'm right here.
spell?
Hold on.
That's a
Say
first
that
level
again?
spell, yes.
Okay. Because it says the initial damage increases by 1d12 for each slot level above first. So does
Yeah,
that
I'm
mean if
just
it was
doing
a
it at a
second
higher
level
level,
spell, that it would be 2d12?
Yeah.
Yes, but he doesn't
I
have any spell slots, right? You don't have any twos?
I do.
I
have
understand.
two
I was just
second
trying to
level
make
spells,
sure
I just
that
don't
I
want to use
understood.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. I was
I
just
could
trying to make sure
definitely
I
cast.
understood.
I could cast it as third level if I had the spell slots. 3d12.
Cuckoo!
Alright. And now it is Ice Spider. His name is super cool. Ice Spider A is his name. That's what he goes by on the streets. All right, so his street name, Ice Spider A. So he's gonna move towards Yuki.
Well, Yuki's hidden, right?
I think they all saw me go behind the rock.
Fair.
Short-term memory?
And so it scurries up. It's kind of like huddling right here at this
Oh my
looming,
God.
one could say, like kind of like partially up on that, on that rock.
Oh, so he's in my vines.
Sure
Your
it's
range
half
on that was
movement.
what? Was it 15? I don't remember how many
I
feet it
believe.
was.
15. Is it?
It'd be like right at the edge of it, yeah. Like he'd be right at the edge of your vines.
Hope you trip.
I hope you trip. The I mean, it's gonna spot you. Like it's literally right next to you. I'm just telling you that, Yuki.
Does that put him at disadvantage, or does it just give us advantage? Like, I forget how that works. Do we have advantage? Is what I'm asking.
With the vines?
No, it's just difficult terrain, so it would move at half speed
Oh, that's all. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
for whatever type of terrain. So instead of like they can move 30 feet and climb 30 feet, in this case it can only move like 15 feet, but it's already basically moved up and used that movement anyway, so it's pretty much
Yeah.
there. But it's gonna go ahead and bite at you.
Okay. Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, it sucks for you, but it's good for us that are back here.
It hits for a crit.
Oh dear God.
Oof.
All right, so
Please don't die.
I hope you're not venomous.
you need to. Okay, so first let's roll the damage. So for wrong button. Damage. You take 10 piercing damage, but you're done on uncanny dodge, which does what? It
It halves the damage.
Okay, so you would take 5, right? You take 5 points of damage. And then you need to, if you could please roll a saving throw, Constitution saving throw.
29. Okay. Constitution.
So we know you do better, so now we're going to have to roll damage on that. So you failed your saving throw. You needed to like roll an 11. You take 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah. So you took that first 5, and then you take 7 points of poison damage on a failed save.
If I didn't have uncanny dodge, I would be near death right now. But I'm actually still chilling, kinda.
I mean, yeah, the
Wasn't there
17
another
would've-
health potion floating around?
I don't think I have it. I think I gave it to someone.
Let me.
I have a health potion.
I actually don't have. I think I've used mine. I don't have one.
Nope, I don't.
Okay. So this spider over on the right. Oh no, hang on. That's the first one. Okay, yeah. So this guy, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna try to ensnare Garmy.
This is a ranged attack, right?
It's a range attack, yeah. It's gonna try to hit you with the goopy goop. It's gonna try to spray at you.
Shield. My AC is now 17 because of my shield.
It hits. It gets through your shield.
Wow.
Yeah. And so if you could, okay, yep, so you'll take 1 cold damage at the start of your next turn. You're currently restrained.
Well,
So
if I
as an
wanted to back up, I can't now. Because Carmi's not going to break that.
For the DC of 12, I mean, you got little strong little toddler arms. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I trust in Garmy. I trust in Garmy. And this one is going to move up. I would have it stand on you, but I feel like that would just be rude. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to, let me see, did it's...
Me?
Yeah, it's going to attack you, but I haven't decided how yet. It's going to bite at you. It's just going to go ahead and bite at you. And it... what's your AC? I remember off the top of my head.
14.
So its bite hits. And you take 6 points of damage, but it's piercing and you rage, so you're resistant, right? So you take half, right? So you take 3.
Okay.
And then can you please do a Constitution saving throw for me? The fucking dramatic music. All right, yeah. So okay, so you pass the saving throw. However, you still take half damage from poison. So you will take 3 more points of damage. You'll take 3 more points of damage from the poison. And that is it. Now it is Yuki Sato's turn. Get angry, Yuki.
We're gonna hit this one that I'm on the other side of, across from Garmy.
This one right here. You're gonna attack this one.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
Do you have advantage, or is your advantage canceling because there's somebody on the other side of you?
I honestly forgot. Do I get advantage if I'm flanking?
They
Or
would
is
they would cancel each other out.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, all right.
that's what I thought.
Like
Oh,
if they
dear
have advantage and
God,
you have
Yuki,
advantage,
come
then they
on.
actually cancel out as a 0.
First day back, Yuki. Have you been drinking or what?
Your
No,
attack
because
does
if
not
you're
hit.
drinking, you would be doing better. Remember, if you're poisoned, you do better.
Do you
Oh,
have
that's
the
true.
extra attack thing?
All right. Well, Yuki's just gonna disengage. I'm moving 30 friggin' feet because we are pushing it. Or was that like right here? Is that too far? I don't remember where it was.
You were
45.
smack dab in the middle between them.
We're gonna go one more. There we go.
Okay.
Getting the hashtag out of there. I'm useless this fight.
I like this plan because see if I chase you, you're like that guy's a dick. Because I literally have to go past everybody to get to you. Like, why are they all converging on me? This is some bullshit. Being bullied. All right, it's Carouse's turn.
Did that spider attack Brea and hit Brea? I can't remember. And
Oh
Brea
yeah, the
use
wild
her
magic.
wild
Oh yeah.
It did, yeah. So it would have
Sorry,
taken over.
I just.
Oh,
No. That's a good reminder. Hold on. What was your wild magic?
1d6 of force damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that. I'll let you roll that damage. You go ahead and roll a 1d6 for me, please, ma'am. Madam Mother Trucker.
Nice.
Boom.
Yay.
Nice, good. Okay, it takes 20. Alright, cool. No, great. Boom.
This
I
music.
can't.
It's
That's
good.
right. It's fucking. We got some bangers here. This is Tabletop RPG on Patreon. You want to timestamp that one out? It's actually true. The guy's great. The guy who did this music, it's a great free module. Like, it's royalty free. He's someone who made my cool music that I use on when I stream every now and then. All right, Carouse, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do what I always do best with the magical bow jab on this guy.
It's good that we know our strengths. I'm just saying. It's good to know our strengths. All right, what we got here? We got you hit. Which one are you attacking? The one that was like most direct. This guy. Okay.
Yeah, and
you still had Hunter's Mark on that, right? So.
Yep.
I blame Mother Trucker for rolling that 6 last time.
Okay, so there's 8 damage, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. As
Second
long as it's
attack.
still alive, I guess.
It is still alive. It's your arrow did hit, but it's not dead.
Okay. Second attack was a 14, or is a 14.
You hit. You hit.
Okay. 12 and 3. 15. 15 and 8.
Yeah, so it like shrieks, and you see it sort of just kind of collapse. Multiple arrows like sticking out of its armored and frosty carapace, and it is, as the kids say, it is muerte.
Yes! Yes!
I can actually
Nice.
get the right one.
If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. Okay, cool.
You can do it in this turn because you haven't used your bonus action yet.
Well, it says like rules is written
No,
on
I
your next
did.
turn, right? It says like.
Oh yeah, on a subsequent turn, but I already used Hunter's Mark, so it doesn't matter. Or I guess, yeah, you're right.
You can continue it as a bonus action when it comes back around to you this time. I think it's like a balancing feature, right? Because like you could kill it on your first attack, and then you would be able to bonus action move it to something else, and then attack again. It would just be a little bit stronger. I don't, you know what I mean? Like thinking about how it would apply.
And then I'm just gonna move over here.
Everybody's skedaddling. Everybody's like, we'll go to.
Cuckoo.
Braid, is your turn.
I am going to. It's earthquake in time.
It's earthquake time.
I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Which one? This guy right here? The one that's you're not gonna move?
Yeah,
Okay.
one right next to me. Yeah.
You could be super cool and like fend them both off if you moved like right there. You could attack either one. Like no, it'd be just like surprise. I'm just joking. It doesn't matter. Like you're doing great. I know, right? Yeah. Like, hey, surprise! Stalactite just fell. Is stalactites fall? Right? Is it? I don't remember which one. Anyways, fucking rock fall.
Stalactite holds tight to the ceiling.
Holds tight to the ceiling.
Oh, that's a good way to remember that.
A stalagmite might touch the ground.
He tried.
It does touch the ground.
What? Oh.
Okay.
All right, we got.
You
you
trip
hit
over a stalagmite. I don't know.
Not.
Okay.
You might be blind if you trip over
10.
a stalagmite.
That's good hit. That's good hit. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. So, did we decide if I roll with advantage because of a reckless attack? Do I, like on my second attack? Do I roll with advantage again?
I think
no. I call it on my first attack, but any melee weapon
level,
attack.
when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Okay, so you choose it when you make your first attack.
Yeah.
Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls during this turn, but attack rolls have advantage against you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would get advantage on both attacks if you get multi-attack or extra attack. Yeah. So you hit. Absolutely hit. Earthquake, just slams into this thing and it screams. And you honestly, it's such a mighty heave of your axe that like you literally like lop off a couple of its limbs in your swing, and it shrieks and hisses at you as blood ekes out over the floor and steams in the frosty depths. All right, and it's a good hit. All right, and nice. It's Garmillion time. It's my favorite part of Garmy the movie. Oh, doggy.
So he's not going to try to break out of this web, because if I do anything other than focus on Witch Bolt ends. So I will just activate Witch Bolt again.
Oh shit, I forgot about you being wrapped up. I could have
He's just laying there, little baby gnome fingers.
So
just,
I
like,
do
doing stuff.
1 point of damage to the same guy.
Is this one? This one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one.
It was this guy, yeah.
3 points of damage.
At least you did damage.
Legendary gnome wizard Garmelian, everyone. 3 damage, woohoo! It's alright. I mean, dude, look, come on. We both know if you'd gone with Chromatic Orb that, like,
I would have got nothing.
nothing would
Maybe
have
you
happened.
can send Steven in to like distract the last one.
He's invisible.
Steven, dance.
Oh
Oh wait,
go serve him.
give him some tea.
So this one scurries around behind Brea and, like,
Oh,
lashes out
shit.
with its little teefies.
This is not the sandwich I want.
Timestamp, please. I was like typing something in, and I'm like, "What the hell was I just doing?" Like, I don't
what was
remember
I
what the
just
hell I
thinking
was
about?
doing. I was like, "What was I doing just now?" Oh, okay, now I remember. Um, so this one runs up and attempts to attack Mother Trucker, and so it kind of like
course it
leans
does.
back. It leans back, and its abdomen kind of shifts forward as you see it getting ready to again shoot webbing at you.
It's pooping.
It's pooping. That's not how any of this
Every
works,
turn?
okay? That's not how any of this works.
Can they do that every turn?
No, they have to. It's a recharge.
Oh.
I just have this
They've done it a
image of
lot.
me staring at this
It
spider's
misses.
butthole.
Yeah, so that spider, it squirts out at you, and its
Ew,
webbing
ew,
flies
ew.
past you and sprays against the far wall.
It's Garmy again.
Again. And then let's see, the
Oh,
second one.
I didn't put my damage, my 1 damage. Okay.
And
Oh.
this one's gonna go. This one's gonna go ahead and attack Garmy.
Is that the little?
Little potato. I think babies all look like little potatoes.
If you could read the shirt.
Aw.
Sweet.
I don't know if you can read the shirt.
Hello, I'm new here.
Hello,
I'm
I'm
new
new
here.
I'm
here.
new here.
Oh my gosh.
Little man.
buddy.
Welcome to the Spud Club.
That is the cutest thing.
I'm apparently told that I'm feeding him dinner.
We're gonna get the first baby burp up
This is
on camera.
microdose. He's now half invisible.
Little man. Oh my god.
Look how sweet.
No,
And
you're
right
playing
now,
Uh-oh.
you're like,
Say
man,
hi,
I can't wait.
microdose.
Hi, little man.
Take the bottle away.
Little microdose.
Look at him staring at you.
Look at him
Look.
looking at you. Yeah.
Yeah. He loves his daddy.
Does he pull on your
Daddy's
beard
boy.
at all?
Oh yeah.
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 That is
Gonna have a beard before kindergarten, that child.
I mean, yeah. He's look at that hair.
Yeah.
Full head
That's
of
a lot
hair.
My daughter
Bring it
had
back
the
to
she
mommy.
had the full
Gotta
hair
deal
when
with
she was
the
born,
spiders.
but within like the first like 3 weeks, like all of it on the left side just like gone. Like she looked like
He is
Judy
3
from
weeks old.
Cyberpunk. Like she just lost like half of
So
it. It had to grow back in. And we had to leave it and let it grow back in so that you could trim it when it was like, after it had sort of evened out, because it was
He's
Do you
3
want me
weeks
to cut
old
that?
and 1 day.
3 weeks in a day.
Do you,
Or
want,
2 days at this point, I guess.
do you want me to keep that or?
Yeah, you can keep that.
Okay. Just making sure.
She's like, oh yeah,
That's why.
baby
That's
content.
why I
Hell
use
yeah.
microdose as his name and not his
Yeah.
real name.
I wasn't sure. Just making sure.
Make sure you use your
Yeah.
pseudonym, like mine is Husholomew. So we don't want people
Hush
to
your
get confused.
McHush face.
Husholomew, McHusher face. Esquire. All right.
Okay.
So this one reaches out to attack Garmy. Garmy, they get advantage. That's right. So
Against Garmy? No. Oh yeah, because I'm restrained.
you're restrained, yeah, and it hits, and you
Sorry,
get.
Garmy.
It's not a crit, so that's nice. 10 piercing damage.
Ouch. And I need to roll a Constitution saving
And can
throw.
you roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Can
That
I
roll?
aid him?
Not on a
really.
saving throw. So you succeed on your saving throw.
Yep.
However, you take half damage from the poison, so you take three more HP.
You need me to roll again? Technically,
why?
every time I take damage, I need to roll again for a concentration saving throw. I should have actually rolled it for the 1 point of damage I took. Started my turn.
Oh, true. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you need to roll for this one, but yeah, but only. I think you'd only take it for the attack hit, right? You wouldn't. Oh no, it's any time it
enough.
takes damage, isn't it? Is it any time you
That's what
take
I thought
damage?
it was. Anytime I take damage.
I mean, I think it's kind of a dick move to apply it separately at this point. Like, so I would say just you roll it once, because anytime you take damage, but like your poison's applied at the time you're taking damage, right? So
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
it's not two
So how
separate
much more?
rolls.
So I
3.
take another
You
5
take
points?
half, yeah. You know, yeah, 3. No, you took 10 in the first hit. That's
Yeah,
not
that's fine.
halved, right? And then you took 3 on the second, so 13. 13 total.
13.
And I want y'all to remember that the first Yuki's go-to move was
He went away.
I'm the Flash. Like, yeah,
Ghosts!
yeah,
I didn't have
Yuki's
any other
go-to
option.
was sliding off camera.
Good luck with these spiders, guys.
You guys are doing
Carney
great.
will remember that.
I'm practicing my general skills. I want to be a people person, and I want to lead others, and
Where's your crossbow?
Oh yeah, about that hand crossbow. That cost you a pretty penny.
I just haven't had the opportunity to use it. If I didn't have uncanny dodge, I would have 2 health points right now. That has saved me 20 hit points in total, basically. So I'm very thankful. Oh,
Now,
is it my
see, when
turn?
I set up this fight, full disclosure, I didn't plan on Mother Trucker being here, and I didn't change it because what was in the history, right? Like, because normally I would adjust this a little bit because Mother Trucker pretty chonky, right?
Yeah.
So, but I didn't like do any type of rebalance to account for Mother Trucker being here. So
This
could be
gone
worse,
far
I
worse.
think is what I'm
Yep.
saying. Like, it could be
Alright,
could be
he's
worse.
gonna
There could be
flank,
spiders.
this guy up here. And
Well, no,
we
I
are
could have
gonna
balanced it a little better, right? You know, but like still, it's just kind of like
go for
you're gonna
the
attack which one?
roll.
That one? Okay, moving
Yeah,
on.
that's-
Moving on.
that.
We get
Look
the
at those
flank
all.
finally doing some damage, and now we're gonna roll for.
Well, no, you don't get advantage, right? So you just got normal attack, right? So we hit, but you hit. Yep. Okay, so we hit, and we got 9 points of damage on this guy.
Yep.
The
and then we're gonna roll
the northbound one.
sneak attack damage, which is 7. Oh, I forgot to use booming blade. I was gonna do that. I suck. I still squeeze that in there.
I will allow it.
And
Time
it's like
back. First time
1d8.
back. So
Yeah, we're rusty. So, sorry, viewers. Don't hate me for that. So let me see. He took 9 plus 7 plus another 7, and then Yuki's also going to use the move she rarely uses that I don't know the name of, Whales from the Grave. Let me see. And the other guy over here is going to take 2d6. Where is that? 3. It's something. And then that was it. I think that was my bonus action. So yeah. Three d6, and I only got 7. Oh, okay.
they what?
This says
I'd-
2d6.
You rolled 2d6.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's 3d6,
Oh.
1d8, and then 2d6.
That was a
Oh,
lot.
I gotcha.
You can just put some numbers on the board.
No,
Like,
you did. Like you lash out. Like Yuki like lashes out, just like quickly stabbing, just like.
We made up for
And,
lost
like,
time.
I mean, you definitely carved a significant amount of health from it, right? Like it screams and shrieks in pain, you know, and it's bleeding heavily. I mean, it's not dead, but it's significantly damaged. Absolutely.
I'll take it.
And then now it is Kraus' turn.
I'm gonna do what I do.
You're gonna throw
And
snowballs.
first-
Okay, I'll
first-
give you 1d4 damage if you throw snowballs at them.
First hunter's mark is gonna move to this guy.
Okay, bonus action. gotcha.
And then we're doing magical bow jobness. On this guy.
You hit. Maybe. It's possible you hit, I guess. Okay, so we got 11. All right, okay. And that was your first. You only rolled one attack, right? So you need to roll your
Right.
second attack. Okay.
Okay.
You hit with your second attack. Jesus fuck, man.
Damn.
I mean, awesome. So, yeah. So your arrows.
Oh,
which
I
one
guess
is
I
that
didn't need to do that one.
No, he's super dead. Like
Jesus.
super dead. Like his parents felt it dead. Like that's how like that's how hard like you stole his lunch money 27 years ago. Like that's how hard you just hit him. You like knocked him
So
back
what
in
happens
time,
when
made him
you
think
hurt
about
my
his worst
friends?
memories. So yes, that guy is like uber dead.
Good.
Anything else you want to do? I'm sorry, I switched to Bray's turn. Anything else?
No, I'm good. Ow.
All
Oops.
right, so let's go. Let's roll, Bray. Let's do this.
All right.
You know.
It's Earthquake.
There's only one left. His friends
Can I
are
attack
dead.
recklessly?
You hit. He didn't suddenly get plot armor, so you're fine. No, you hit him, man. That's a
Come on,
chonky
I
hit.
knocked the shit out of him.
Yeah, like he like shifts sideways. He gets hit so hard with your axe, right? Like it like knocks him almost off his feet. And you get a second attack, right?
Yes.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
My
ironically,
table.
even with advantage, you missed on your second attack. So
I know,
mean,
right?
I mean, it's okay.
Did I slip and hit Garmy and free him?
Fucking like you were golfing, like you hit him with like the flat of your axe head, just whoosh. Garmy goes sliding across the ice like
I
a
was
bar
really
of soap
counting
in
on
a
that second
bathtub.
swing. Sorry, Garmy.
Anything else? I'm sorry. Do you want to?
No, I don't think there's anything else that I can do, right?
You can move if you want to do. I mean, I don't know if you had any bonus actions or anything else, but you took your 2 attacks. So okay. All right, Garmy, it's up to you. Are you going to concentrate some more?
Well, which
I don't have the
bolt's
stat
done?
effect on there. Which bolt was on the
Which
other one,
bolt-
wasn't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't transfer like Hunter's Mark. It's done. It's done. So I am going to try to break free of this webbing.
Got that. Show us your strength.
It's a saving throw, right, or an ability check?
It's a strength saving throw.
Can I aid him in doing this?
I think. Hold on. Hang on.
Oh.
Let me.
No, not
Let's-
saving throws.
It's very lore accurate.
It's a strength check. So in the interest
Okay.
of you clicked the wrong one, right? Like you can. I'll let you roll again. I'll give you a freebie.
So
on this one.
could I technically do acrobatics instead? I can't.
I mean, it's very specific. How are you gonna acrobat? What are you gonna roll like a rolling pin? Like
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh,
it meets it, it beats it, right? Right?
Yeah.
Don't you
No,
roll
Oh,
your
do you have to
importance,
exceed? Yeah, that's
too?
right. Yeah. It meets it, it beats it, right? So boom, there you go.
Yep.
Boom, shatters.
your
With you
importance
flex
was
your little gnome wrists, and it just pops off of you.
Taylor, you sound quieter. I don't know if it's just me.
And oh
Am I
man, it's
better
gonna get
now?
an attack if I move too far away. I'm just not gonna move out of its reach, but I'm gonna kind of back up, so I'm kind of more behind Brea.
Fair.
But I'm
Just in
not
case
gonna
I
get out of
suddenly-
its range. I don't want to provoke an opportunity attack.
I got you. You won't be as close as thematically as far away as possible. Mechanically, still have to get do your
It's
thing.
gonna
I got
make me look like the tasty meat shield.
Or my tasty meat shield.
Hopefully,
Save me, Brea!
if it doesn't kill you,
you. Shrieking.
hopefully Yuki can finish it off.
It's gotta be close.
Oh, that tell, but all right, so it's gonna lash out and bite at Brea. She's the bigger, angrier looking target. Like Garmy ain't gonna be much of a spider meal. And it hits, and so its attack hits, and it hits you for 5. Yeah, 5. 5 piercing, and then can you please roll a
How do we have
Constitution saving throw? What?
How do we have 5?
No, you don't have 5. I'm telling you what it is after it's halved. It's 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we don't. She's
Saving
like
throw?
fucking math. Yeah, can you please give me a Constitution saving throw? All right, so you succeed on your saving throw. However, you still take. It's gonna be tiny. Or 12. You take 12 points. It's gonna be tiny. And I'm like, oh shit! Like it's 12 points.
Tiny points.
Every time we roll D, like it's always like 2 or something. So I was like, I didn't expect a 12. I was like, fuck. Like, oh, it's gonna be tiny. Whoa, almost max.
The 2
Okay.
parts to that sentence did not match, and my brain
They did
just
not,
did not
like-
like it.
There's not even a timestamp cut right there. That's just literally how quick the situation changed. Breaking news. 12.
My dad was back in the boat in the other day, and my mom was like telling him which way to go. She goes, 6 inches, come on back. And he goes, from a man or a woman? I thought that was pretty funny.
W
Right, and
dad.
so that was its attack. And now it is Yuki's turn.
Quick
Come on,
question.
Yuki.
If I move from here and then to here, would that give it the opportunity attack if I'm technically moving like past it here?
No, I mean, you could technically move. Oh, because you want to flank? I mean, you could technically, if you do the distance, right? You could technically just go like here, right? So you can move 5 feet here. And then you could, I mean, you could pass through Garmy and you could get 25. Yeah, you could
and then
get
one to
30
the
feet.
side.
Yeah. You don't have to like go all the way out here, right, and come back. You can just
Alright.
like go and pass. Because as
As
soon as
long
you're
as
adjacent
you
to
don't
it,
leave his range. You
Yeah,
can
so
come
you'll
into his
get-
range all you want. As
so
long as
I
you
can.
don't leave his range.
Okay, got you. Okay.
do you think you hit on any number that anybody said today? Do you think that number
I
hit?
have a pretty good idea. I forgot to
Pretty
use
good.
Booming Blade first.
Pretty good, got this.
And I apologize again. I'm using Booming Blade. He only took 2 damage, and then also sneak attack. Just 13 damage. You know what? Just to make sure he's dead, I'm gonna go ahead and do the 2 weapon fighting and use my other short sword +1.
I don't think you're just like allowed to say that you want to do that. I think you have to say it before you attack.
Do
Don't
I?
you?
I'm sorry.
If he wants to
that's the
do,
rule-
if you
that's
want to
the
do
rule, I'll take it
if you
back.
want to do 2 weapon fighting and fight again, you can do it after your first attack normally. I mean,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I mean, it kind of limits you, right? Like if you, and once you do it, you're like, okay, because it's a bonus action, isn't it? For you, 2 weapon fighting is a bonus action.
Oh,
it's
it
bonus
is?
for me. Yeah, I don't
That's
have multi-hit.
awesome. Oh,
Yeah, he
I
doesn't-
didn't know
so,
that.
Yeah, so like, 'cause I mean, if dude,
That's
he'd be like
cool.
running around just fucking just murdering the shit out of
I-
everything. Like,
I would be kind of OP with sneak attack, booming blade, and multi-hit. Do I still get advantage on this for the second hit too? I
you
just
get
don't
advantage
get
on
the,
any attack rolls, not just the first attack roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could get,
I just
you're
don't get
flanking.
that add the proficiency
You
bonus
don't get
the second hit.
correct. You don't
You don't
add your
get this-
proficiency to your attack roll. That's correct.
And
So
you don't
this
get
is
the sneak
just-
attack again.
Yeah, so this is just
Because
3
because for
damage?
those who
4?
do, they would get to like add their bonuses, right? Because like it's extra attack, it's like duplicating it. I would say so. You did a bunch of shit, so I'm gonna like remember what you did. So you rush up there, right? Snow and ice flying from under your feet. You pull out both your weapons because you decided you wanted to do 2 weapon fighting. So you run up there and you're like, you feint, you act like you're gonna double thrust into the fucking spider's face, and it kind of hisses back, but instead you drop, you pivot, you kick 2 of its feet out from under it. It's already heavily damaged. So as it catches itself, it reaches up and it like shrieks. So you decide, you're like, I'm fucking done with this. So you slam your Wakizashi through its screaming mouth hole, and then you cast Booming Blade, so it has this concussive boom, and you literally feel it like vibrate from the casting of your spell. And as you pull that sword out, because once again you chose 2-weapon fighting, you then pivot around again, and you slam your other sword in the top of its skull and pin it to the floor, and it is like super ass dead.
The storytelling.
You didn't like it? I mean, I can take it back. We can do all of that.
You get 1 inspiration.
Boink. I'll allow it. Thank you. Yeah. So and it's super dead. Like so, this one like just collapses.
Muerte.
Muerte.
All right, let me remove this.
Garmy could be dead too, but I choose not to.
Oh, man.
The ceiling could collapse, but you're fine.
Whoa.
Rocks
too
fall,
far.
we're all dead.
I know, right? Like in this cave.
Stalactite wasn't holding so tight to the ceiling after all.
The stalagmite might fall on your face. All right, so...
No, because, I mean, it's already on the ground, so it wouldn't fall.
That's true. I mean, it could collapse sideways, or I could do one of these, but it's not
I
going to,
mean,
like...
generally, because they're conal shape, they're kind of got a good balance.
I mean, they're not going to pull, like,
really
a
push
fucking
hard.
SpaceX and, like, shoot up and then, like, fucking land back where they were and smash you, right? So it's going to be fine.
I mean, I'm
I
kind of, yeah.
That'd be a cool spell, though. Can you imagine just, like, fucking earth magic shit right there? All right, so okay, so yeah, so you don't really find anything, like there's no loot or anything on these spiders. However, I will ask whoever. I will let one of you.
Legs.
You want to take a spider leg?
I'm just kidding. Just
I mean, you want to take a couple
None
of
of them
little,
have
little
prosthetics.
claws? I know, right? Like, do they have prosthetic legs? Yeah, that one's got 7 of them. They would need them after the fight if they had survived. They'd probably benefit from some fucking prosthetics, but then. No, it's too late for them.
A spider with 7 prosthetic legs.
I know, right? Just like the one. Like, I want good one. Just pulls itself.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. I love
So,
it.
can somebody, whoever group's choice, I will allow you to assist, and just roll perception if you choose to.
I forgot who has the highest. Mine is plus
I'm
3.
at +2.
Doesn't someone have plus 4?
Perception?
+4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers is
I'm
+4, right?
proficient, but I never roll well.
So I think Corrals.
What if you roll with advantage?
Other tracker should have rolled.
No, so you see, that like as you work together looking for clues about where these little like children have gone, however old they are, of random ages to be determined. You kind of lose track of them in this like kind of cavernous entranceway, but then you kind of see like there's this like fold in the rocks where there had been a cave in, and some of the rocks have been moved to the side, where it looks like they could have fit in there, and that Garmy on the one hand is the size of a toaster oven, so he could probably fit back through here.
You guys saw how tall Biker Dose was?
Into the
That's
street.
the size Garmy is.
Like, it's the camera's perspective, right? Like, but it's like Garmy's a small one. So, but if you so you could send Garmy ahead, and he'll be able to go through. But to make it big enough for somebody like Brea to pass through, because these are yous that you are chasing, probably take
So
about
there's
an hour
like
to
a
clear,
like a
clear enough
hole
rubble.
that we see.
Yep, like where some of the rocks have been pulled away, and then like you can see like where there was a passageway that these like the little kids' footprints and stuff kind of moved into where this like little rubble pile was, and some rocks moved out of the way. But like it's not a big enough hole to fit like anybody beyond Garmy, without taking about an hour to clear the rubble. So you can send them ahead or wait an hour while you move the rubble. Group's choice.
Do we-
That's his choice.
Like, your health is pretty low, right?
Just under half health. I have 14 hit points left.
Can you use New here to like go ahead of you?
I could. He's a bird right now, but I could set New here down and he just kind of hops it. Is it big enough that he could actually fly into it?
he wouldn't
Without
be
a
able to
problem?
like. He wouldn't be. No, I mean, like imagine this as again the size of like a toaster oven, so to speak, right? Like
So he
he
can
can
kind
hop
of
his way
hop
down.
into it.
He could
Yeah.
do some
Yeah,
little
so
skitter
I'll
hops
send-
or whatever, right?
I'll look through New here. My eyes kind of go all gray and hollow, and New here just kind of hops through the little hole.
I'm assuming
into it.
birds have dark vision. Is there a dark vision on your bird? Is there like a stat for this thing?
I don't think so.
Is there a stat for
'Cause
bird
it's just a
vision?
normal bird.
Yeah, I mean that's like a
I
Googleable
made him. I remember I
offense.
specifically made him like a white bird. I don't think it would have night vision.
I guess
I'm
you
like,
have to
is
go.
there? I'm trying to think there. I'm like, I mean, how many birds fly at night? But like,
How many white birds fly at night? A snowy owl? Could he have been a snowy owl?
like a very small for his size, didn't get enough testosterone kind of snowy owl.
Yeah,
It's
a very, very
Sure.
tiny snow owl.
Anybody have a problem with it becoming a snow owl? That New here is now a fluffy little snow owl that's
like
like just kind of
owls.
fucking scaled down, like slightly dehydrated to fit through this like toaster oven sized hole. You could say it's the size of a microwave if that makes it more palatable for those who don't like toaster ovens. This hole is about the
mean,
size of a microwave.
Is it a juvenile snow owl would be
I could
about?
say he could
size of
kind
a
of like
small
move
toaster?
down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could say he moved down there. Half
Yeah.
movement speed.
So-
That's what I'm gonna give you. Half movement speed.
So, my little snow owl, New here, hops down the hole.
Scree! I'm an owl. It's cold and it's dark and it's icy, but he can see like little marks. You can see where people have like, they're like, there may be some torn canvas from like a backpack or some shit that's gotten caught in some rocks. But again, it's dark as crap. How far is your telepathy work?
Let me double check. Find familiar. Actually, let's look at it here.
When you
Oh,
getting back on that
100
bike,
feet, right?
Potatosaurus?
Oh, that's a lot of text.
Holy ballsies!
100 feet?
Like, woo!
100 feet.
Within 100 feet, I can communicate telepathically, and I can see through his eyes and hear what he hears. Within 100 feet.
Give me take a second here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, you know, I'm assuming that there's a mechanism because it would be kind of douchey otherwise. And you know, you're approaching the range of your telepathy, right? You know, you can see that, like, you know, through the dark vision that the tunnel, like this little tunnel, kind of widens a bit as you get further down. But it is going. I mean, it is significantly large, so it's going to take a while for you guys to move the rubble back out of the way to make it big enough for everybody to pass through, even if they're crawling, right? So, but it does open up to a much wider cavern. But like because of just the bend in the terrain, you know, the natural inclination. But it does look that like he could see like at the furthest of his vision, like the rock walls like are like that were at first appeared naturally, you know, like how caves are formed by running water. But like now they look to be a little bit more manufactured. Like there's like brickwork sort of on the wall to prop pieces of it up. But it's like a really broad room that it opens up into.
Do I
And,
see
like,
any
some-
like other entrances that like we could maybe find another way in?
No, just this one path, and it's also like, you know, dark as shit. So like I don't know how long, but dark vision spell lasts for what, 8 hours? I think it's 8. Is that what it is? Or
I
24?
mean, if it's an owl that has natural dark
No,
vision,
I mean for other people who just naturally
for
don't have
Yuki.
dark vision. Yeah, you know.
yeah,
well,
it's 8 hours. Yeah.
okay, so we got time still, right? It's only been a little bit since you cast it, so but yeah, you don't see New here doesn't see anything that appears to be let me check this. Doesn't seem to see anything other entrances into this cavern.
Don't see any trace of the kids.
Yeah, I mean that would be the after seeing the clue, the things that were like kind of like caught to the ice, like little bits of cloth and things like that. There's no other path they could have gone. So yeah, maybe there's some little imprints and some snow that might have drifted this far into the cave system, right? But at this point, like it's more old ice. You know what I mean? Like that Antarctic ice, right? That deep blue shit. Not Breaking Bad deep blue, but
Come back to my own senses, and I leave New here with ping me telepathically if he sees anything change. And I say, the kids definitely went this way. I don't think there's another way through. You just have to get through this. Unless y'all have better ideas, I can't drink you.
and
Looking
the
bad.
hole is also too small for the spiders to have come out of, right? So,
Oh.
the spiders probably didn't come that
some
way.
Miniaturation spells. That's a really interesting school of thought. Anyway, we have to go this way, I think, to find the kids. They definitely went through this hole.
So we dig. Right?
I mean,
We
I could go
dig.
through, but I knew here is going to let us know if there's anything coming from the other side. But yeah, let's start digging.
New here sitting at
I-
99 feet, just like scree.
Can I earthquake?
He's not
Just-
making any noise. He's an owl. He knows to be quiet.
Just clickety clackety in his little claws, little talons. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to send Garmy ahead, you can. If you want to split the party,
No, Garmy is going to stay with them.
you're like, I ain't stepping out. What you talking about?
I have like very little spell slots left.
So, it takes about an hour. It takes about an hour for you to clear the rubble, one at a time, kind of pushing the rocks and things that you can move backwards behind you, because it is quite a lengthy tunnel. But you're able to, like, ultimately, with the strength of all of your strength, able to finagle your way through this and wiggle through it with all of your gear. But it does take you, say it's about 130, 150 feet, half terrain. So it takes you, like, I don't know, a handful of minutes to actually wiggle your way down there once you're able to get it clear, right? So it'll takes about like an hour, 15 minutes tops to get everything clear. And so you find yourselves, because you still have dark vision, because thankfully your gnome friend cast it on you, you find yourself at the edge of this chasm, and as you look, you can see across, and New here couldn't really see it because of the, just kind of the natural bends inside of the cave, that there probably used to be some type of rope bridge. And so you can see these large posts on the other side, look to be some type of ancient sort of decaying rope hanging down. And again, at the furthest edge of your vision, probably about another, just beyond 60 feet, right? 60, 70 feet. Like you could see like into the cliff face now that there's like this like wrought iron door that's sitting sort of ajar.
Are we having another door situation?
Beyond this chasm. I mean, I hope not. But the cavern, the ice cavern, I'll tell you because you can see it, right? Because you got dark vision. As you come out of the hole, right, the cavern sort of opens up, and as you get up there, you see that the ceiling is really low where you're at, and then it kind of goes over this chasm. But this chasm is big. This was probably like about 100 feet across. So there was this large rope bridge, and you could see the what you call them, like bolsters on the other side where the bridge would be tied off to. You can see them hanging in the bridge, kind of down below you. And so the ravine kind of goes across, and so basically there's a 100-foot ravine you got to cross, and when you look down, you can see like ledges kind of below you as this like chasm cuts into the earth, but you can't see the bottom of it. So if you're at 60 feet, and you fall.
So how far across is the chasm?
About 100 feet.
100 feet.
But you could potentially use climbing gear, and you could, as you look up at the roof, because of the way the ice is formed, you could use climbing gear and climb across over the course of several turns. Like maybe bring a rope with you, something like that, right? Because you see that there's
I think
posts on your side too.
Or we could talk. How much rope do we have? We have 100 feet of rope.
I have a climber's kit
Yuki
and
has 50 feet.
50 feet.
You said the bridge is broken. Is it like broken in half? Is it broken on one side? Is it broken on the other side? And it's just like hanging, the whole thing's hanging on one side or the other? Or...
The whole thing appears to be hanging from the other side, but like the
Okay.
ropes just look so decayed and aged, and you do see that there were two posts on your side that are a bit kind of covered in ice, but it looks like they were probably chopped down at some point on this side of the
Do you
bridge.
think my owl is capable of carrying one end of a rope? Oh no, probably wouldn't be able to fasten it though. Ross, do you think you could shoot an arrow in a way that would be fastenable fastened to the other side?
Oh, absolutely.
He also has a grappling hook, but I'm not sure how long that is. I doubt it's 100 feet.
Well, it could be attached and then shot with the grappling hook attached, maybe. We can just make a rope bridge, make our own.
Is there any way Yuki could milk the shape water again and just make like an ice bridge turn after turn?
You can move 5. Wasn't it like 5 feet
It's
per
5
hour?
by 5.
But you have to concentrate on it for a certain period of time, right? I don't think you can hover in the air against the power of gravity.
True.
Or like...
Well, I mean, if he concentrated long enough, could he make it permanent? Like, it's cold. The ice would stay.
So is this something where like I could summon Arterax and have him be like a fire element, and then he could just blow fire into the side of like the chasm, and then we go around the hole, like we go through the wall, make like a tunnel.
the wall on the edges, at the edges of your vision that you can see in this chasm. I mean, I think it's just like a big chasm that comes out, right? So this is like the
Oh, you said it was
kind of
rock, didn't you?
Well,
Didn't you say
yeah,
it was
so it's like
rock?
stone on this side, right? And it's like basically there's like a chasm that goes into like, because there's not a lot of liquid. There is still ice form, but it's not just a purely ice chasm, right? It's
Gotcha. Okay.
stone and rock, and so you can look down
Yeah.
and see that, you know, there's places like you could climb down, you just can't see the bottom, so you don't know what's down there. You know, you could probably use hiking. You could probably
Fly
use
over a
gear.
rope.
I've got it.
Hold on.
Throw the
and just
gnome.
hold on to it, and we could
I
carry
mean,
go across.
Throw the
on
gnome.
that's
rope.
an interesting strength check that I'm gonna have to figure out on that one.
Wrap
far
a
can I use-
rope around his waist and throw him.
How far can you throw?
Yeah, how we did that. We figured that out last time.
God, I mean, I remember there was a jumping one. I don't remember that there
Yeah,
was.
no, I think we determined like
specific
it was
rule
a
about
combination of a throw plus a jump, and it was like 60 feet.
I threw him at a roof.
Oh, the yeet.
Yeah.
We did some type
Yeah.
of check for that, right? I thought we did a check for that.
Yeah. Well, the check was to see if I could land properly without taking
That's a
damage.
devilish look that Potatosaurus has on her face right now. If you guys saw that, did you see that look?
I think
Wait,
she has an
No.
idea then, maybe.
You had this devilish smile, and I'm like,
No.
I'm like,
Is there maybe no? I can't. Can I throw a rock 100 feet?
Well, here's the thing. How did the kids get across? Because if we don't see them, how did they get across?
Good
Would
question.
they do we see them? Like, there's no other way that we could go.
Are there any footprints? Because we saw footprints leading in. Are there any more on this side?
Is there anything magic around me?
No, there's nothing magic around you. You don't sense anything magical, no.
Can
And
we
I know
see
the
anything
answer.
else on this side of the chasm?
I mean, you could roll like a perception check or an insight check. So you clearly see that, you know, you can't tell like really where it came from, but like, you know, some of the fine dust and the, you know, of snow, the dusting of snow that's blown its way back into this cavern. You see that like your elf eyes and your master tracking and investigation skills, like you see that these footprints kind of like walk up to the edge, and then you see a weird sort of pattern on the ice, like an imprint. You know what I mean? Like there's like an imprint on the ice, and it's really faint, and it has like some type of intricate design, knot work or something like that. And then that's it. So it looks like these people just walked up to the edge and disappeared. And they appear to be the same footprints that you saw that led you into this cave.
There's not like an
There's nothing
invisible
above
bridge,
us.
right?
I mean,
Can I like kick
she
some
didn't
snow out?
she didn't see like an invisible bridge.
Did-
Like
did-
she rolled
Was this pointed out
22
to all of us? Was this
Which
pointed
part?
out to all of us? Did Cross point this out to us?
Hey, I
Pretty sure
see
she did,
there's
right?
some weird shapes in the ground. Come look at this.
Can I look and see if it's arcane in nature at all?
I will absolutely allow
arcane.
you to do an arcane check right here.
I'm still a little fraught from those spiders. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit of
So,
arachnophobia. My brain's a little frazzled. at the
So you
moment.
remember
My-
some literature, right, from your studies. You remember some literature, and you're like, you know, like this has to be a Yeti. Like a Yeti carried them across. It's the only thing that fucking makes sense. Like it just like straight up just grabbed onto the roof and like grabbed these kids and like fucking ran off with them.
It might have been a Yeti.
Quite, I think. Like you don't feel a lot of
I'm gonna, like-
confidence in the answer
I'm
that
gonna,
Garmy
like-
gives you. I'm guessing.
I'm gonna like pat Garmy on the head and be like, "It's okay.
not
We'll
been
get
a
you
bad
some warm
day."
soup. We'll get you some warm soup and a nice ale in no time. You'll be back to normal in no time."
Some
I-
Marta time. He needs some Marta time. That's
We'll
what
call
he needs.
Marta for you.
He's like,
We'll
we need
stop.
we need that talking stone.
We'll stop by the prison on our way back to the inn.
So Brea had an idea. That it might be invisible. I don't know if anyone wants to.
Yeah, I mean, do you have
Well, New
a?
Here can fly. New Here, try to walk across on the ground here. New
Well,
Here
Silent,
hops
you have a ball
along
bearing,
off
right?
into nothing.
Can you just like roll a ball bearing?
I was gonna say, well, Brea said like just literally kick snow onto it to see if the snow just starts
Or
floating.
that, yeah.
Or dirt, rocks.
Yeah, whatever's nearby.
New Here plummets to his demise until he pops out his little owl wings
Oh.
and flies back up. And so you don't see any sign of any type of invisible bridge at this point in time.
Okay. This is hilarious. to me, I'm sorry.
A little owl hopping to
Just
the
whoosh! Just, like how long you think he was gonna chance it too? Like
I could just like imagine like all of us there just listening to this thing, just waiting
just
for
the click, 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 click.
Just,
That's pretty
just
funny.
all the way down. Oh god.
Scream!
Any other ideas?
I feel like we're missing something.
If
this,
New
like-
Here could fly, we could possibly attach 100 feet of rope to the end of Yuki's grappling hook and hook that onto the little, post or whatever the bridge is connected on the other side.
I mean, he can fly, but he might not be strong enough to carry it. Arterax might be a better choice for that.
Could I like?
I don't think Arterax can fly
Could I
that far. Can
physically
he?
like throw a rock that far?
Arterax, how far?
With the
Strength
rope
test?
tied
Can
around
fly
it?
as far as Arterax can fly, can he?
Ardarax
He
has
doesn't-
small
he doesn't
wings.
feel.
I don't think does he. I don't think at level 5. I don't think he
doesn't
can
have
fly
flight?
yet. I don't think he has fly to level
Oh.
5.
We can try to have
I don't
Kraus
know.
shoot an arrow attached to the grappling hook, or Brea try to yeet it.
We can
You
also
try to
like,
throw a
I don't know,
javelin.
A
I don't know
javelin,
how
yeah,
tall the
javelin's big.
ceiling is, but I could always like shoot something into the ceiling and then like Tarzan it across.
Sure. So you look up at the ceiling as part of investigation, and you see that like it does have enough space. It does have like more of a dome ceiling. But it's irregular, right? It's cracked and pitted. There's rocks, there's ice, and so somebody who is skilled at climbing potentially could probably climb across if they needed to, and maybe carry a rope to the other side. Or you could try to like throw a javelin. I'm sure we can do a particular check for that. We could try to shoot an arrow. That one's probably gonna be harder because like it's a lot of
Who's the
math
best
on a rope.
climber,
He's
and we
gonna
can
do-
tie a rope to them.
An acrobatics check and see if she can make that climb.
I have an acrobatics of
Well,
plus
let's
7.
tie a rope to you first.
Oh wait,
so
is
if
that
you
acrobatics
fall,
or
we
athletics?
can pull up your corpse.
Yes, you would
Oh.
probably want to tie this rope in case
yeah,
you do not
athletics.
succeed.
we don't want to have
Let's be
another
real.
New Here
If
moment.
he's going across the ceiling and he falls, how high up is the ceiling?
Yes.
Probably
If it's
goes
if
up
it's
at least.
athletics, I
Probably
can
goes
do
up
it.
at least like 20 feet, right? So like
So,
if you fall, you
he's-
can't see the bottom. So the bottom's at least 60
No.
feet from parallel.
That's death.
Didn't
Well, no,
we
I'm just
buy-
imagining. He's halfway across. He's 25 feet up, and he falls, and we're holding the rope. He's going to swing down and face plant into the side of the cliff.
And then the rope is gonna snap you in half.
Terminal velocity.
No, we're not gonna play
Yeah.
with rope snappies, but that's gonna hurt. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a human pendulum. Wabap! Like
Yeah.
that's not gonna feel
That's
good.
that's
But
that's
that's
not,
probably
that we
better
need to-
than death. The problem is that's like 100 feet over there. So I'll allow for the math that you could get up there and probably carry a rope across and tie it to the other side.
Didn't we get
But
ice
if you
climbing
fall-
kits? I thought we got multiple ice climbing.
I have climbing
Kits.
kits.
Yeah, like
We
I don't
did,
have one in my
but
inventory,
This
but I
is
thought
not
that
necessarily
we
going
had
to be
one.
an easy climb.
Yeah, Yuki came with climbing equipment.
Some people
I
got
don't have
climbing
anything
kits. Yeah.
like that. I thought that we all got one. Maybe I just
well, you guys
didn't
chose
add
different
it.
equipment when you started, but like I don't think you had
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
didn't
snowshoes.
get
pretty
it.
sure
We got
like
some
not long
snowshoes?
ago we all got climbing.
But I thought we all bought.
climbing.
I thought we
We
all
did.
Did you?
bought.
I don't keep track of all the items I give
We
you,
did.
so if you,
I
if
did
you
not write
just
it
give me-
down, so Garmy did not. I
You
tend to
might
write my
check
stuff
your-
down.
You might check your journal in Foundry in case you added it there, because I don't update to your journal unless there's something specific.
I'm pretty good about adding my items to my sheet. I didn't put it down. I think some people did. I don't think all of us
Okay.
bought it.
I mean, I have two. Somebody can have one if they'd be better at. Is it an athletics check or an acrobatic?
I will allow either when we get to it. I will let you
Yuki's
choose your best stat for those who may be climbing into the icy heavens to fall to the icy hells.
at
mean,
a plus 10 for
I'm a
acrobatics.
okay. Yeah.
I would
Plus
recommend whoever does the
7.
climbing attach the rope to the ceiling as you go across too, so that if you
You
fall,
would
you
think this
don't.
stuff would just come like
flummox.
naturally to Yuki, right? Like,
So the question is though, how does that work? So let's say you do that. You're climbing. I mean,
You're
well, some
attaching
climbing gear
pieces.
has some pythons, right, and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
so there has to be a consequence to failing. If not, it's just how long does it take, right? So
Yeah.
I would say that if you do that and you take the time to make the climb longer,
you have to make more checks.
you'll have to make more checks, but you'll be limited if you fall to like like just the same as falling what is it, 1d8 every 10 feet, right?
It's 1d6 every 10 feet.
Yeah,
I thought.
1d6. Yeah, there you go. I think it's 1d6. Yeah, let's double check that. But like it will limit your damage if you fall. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if let's put it this way. So let's say you fall twice, then it just snaps. and you take
1d6 bludgeoning damage for
per
every 10 feet you
Wait,
fall.
can we
To a
get
maximum
some
of
kind of
20d6.
can we like put some kind of actual length on this grappling hook? Because it doesn't seem to come with one. So I don't know how long it is.
I will say
You
it's
have to
long enough
attach it to
to
whatever rope
do.
you buy.
Yeah, like you would just add like whatever rope you have.
Also, it could be 50 feet then if I attach it to that. Then
Well, I assume
so-
we're all attaching the ropes we all have together. So I know you have a rope. Brea has a
I have
rope.
I have a 50-foot rope.
So then we have 150. I don't have a rope, so it's 150 feet of rope. It's what we have.
I'm nervous. All right. Well,
I'm thinking that we can do the
Feel
rope
like we're
climbing a couple of
missing
ways just to make it
something.
interesting.
What did you say was the symbol or like design
Looks
in the
like
ground?
some type of like repeating knot work. I don't know how else to describe it, right? So
Does it look
like
like a language?
like a pattern, not a language, but definitely a pattern, kind of like imprinted into the snow that was like right there at the edge of
But
the.
like,
can we
was it
run some
about the
kind of
size
check
of
on
a
it?
Meet
rope?
friend and enter.
Like there could have been a bunch of rope pieces attached together. That's like kind of the thickness, or like it's or like
No, like it wouldn't be a natural, it wouldn't be a pattern like that. It's like literally like think of like Celtic knot work, right? Like something very, very particular, like decorative. That was like, and you can see about we'll say about 6 inches, right, give or take, right, in this pattern. That was about let's say 6 feet across. So there was this repeating knot work, and it looks like the edge of a rectangle when you look at the pattern.
okay. But there's no like indents in the ice. It's just that pattern.
It's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like
Okay.
an imprint, right? Like, you know, like an imprint of it. So like something laid on top
Okay.
with this pattern that like made that pattern in the snow.
Well, can we
None of us recognize like
can we make a pattern of that with rope and like see if anything happens?
No, I wouldn't waste your time with that. No, that's not a.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the Arcana roll that Garmy
Failed. miserably.
would if you barely missed it, like you would like know
I
exactly
rolled a
what this
natural
was.
1. It wouldn't have mattered. I
Oh.
mean.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay.
It was a 1, right? So he automatically
So-
failed.
Yeah.
Right?
So Arcana is magic.
Yes, so if you want to use a meta perspective of the game, like
Yeah,
yes, so
what
like
I'm-
asking him about Arcana, he could do an Arcana roll means it's probably some type of magical or magical history sort of type of check.
Well, Yuki also has +5 Arcana, so I don't know if we're allowed to roll just another roll, like one after another. That kind of seems like abusing the rules or whatever. But what about investigation? I don't know if we would be able to find
You've
anything out
traveled the
about it.
world, you've known some shit. I'll let you do an investigation check to see if, or a history check, right, to see if you would like know what this might be.
Okay.
fine with that.
Advantage? Is anyone helping me? Garmy, you librarian.
I could try to help you. Yes. Sure.
I will allow it because Garmy's roll was terrible.
Oh fuck yeah!
oh, okay.
Making up
Wow,
that
Nice.
you got a natural 1 and a natural 20 on that. That's
We know who the
crazy.
natural ones would have been, don't we? All right, so you guys put your head together. Yuki and Brea sit lost in thought. Yuki's remembering these, however the hell Yuki knows about magical history and history of things. But as you guys are pointing it out, right, and like, thank God you have dark vision, that you have a really cool gnome wizard friend who lets you see in the dark, because if not, you'd be looking at fucking nothing except darkness right now. But anyways, I digress. So, and you're sitting there, and then Garmy and you are kind of like whispering, talking amongst yourselves, and you say, wait a second. That piece of the knotwork, it looks sort of similar to like magic sigils that were like with Prisoner 13's tattoos. Like there's like this repeating pattern, like something stuck out. And then Garmy, it clicks in Garmy's mind, like this looks like the sigils and magic and artwork you would use if somebody was to artifice like a flying carpet or other device like that, where it landed and they must have walked onto it. They must have just like, okay, kids, get in the van, right? Like, I got puppies. Like, they just hopped onto the magic carpet.
Can we recall this flying carpet using this?
You don't recognize anything like that from what you can glean right now. But you have a very high level of confidence that some type of magical artifact like a flying carpet, the sigils that you saw reminded you of your tutelage, and you guys were able to put your knowledge together, Yuki and Garmy, that there was a magic carpet landed here, and looks like they walked right onto it.
So we know we need to go across versus down.
I will tell you,
That's
yes,
good.
most likely yes. You would most likely want to go across to where that door is sitting there, sort of open.
Okay.
So, how do we call
Oh,
this
the door's
magic
open?
carpet then?
Yeah, it's like I said, it was sitting sort of ajar, right? You can kind of see that like the door
okay.
isn't like flush closed, it's like open. Somebody's probably been in there recently, right? But it's too far away for you to get like perfect details, so that's all you can really see is that, hey, on this wall, there's like the brickwork of like an actual, like some type of built structure, and there's this like heavy iron door that's sitting partially open on the other side.
The answer is decline.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Make sure this rope is tied tight to you. Tie it tight.
let's see.
And Yuki's braced.
I'm trying to think about how to do this. So is Yuki gonna carry a rope across, the same rope that's hanging?
We have like 150
Okay, so-
feet of it apparently, so
Because this could be fatal for your character or dangerous, because you can't see the bottom. So let's say it's 20 feet up there. Dark vision's showing you 60. So that's 80 feet if you fall and when you impact. So that is 1d6
Well, I
times
imagine-
8 at least.
I imagine we're all holding this rope so he doesn't fall the entire way down.
Sure, but if it's
But-
100 feet if it's 100 feet across, you got to carry
Yeah.
100 feet of rope over there. If he falls, that rope's still 100 feet long, so he's still gonna fall whatever. She's still gonna fall whatever
Yeah.
that distance is. But I'll like to make it more cinematic, because I think you said you wanted to climb, use pythons and stuff, right? I say we do like 6 rolls to get across. Okay. Think of them like death saves, because it actually could be one, right? So you're gonna carry this rope across, but you need to roll successes, right?
okay.
So if you fall, like the way I think it might sound fun, it's up to you guys, right? Your game 2. If you fall because you're using pythons and trying to take your time, on the first failure, you fall 10 feet. Boom, rope stops you. Garmy gets yanked off his little feet because he's a toddler, and you'll just take 1d6 points of damage for that 10-foot fall.
So every
Am I the only
failure
one
is a
holding the other
1d6?
end of the rope?
Say that one more time.
Holding one end of the
Every
rope.
failure is a 1d6, basically.
Correct, but you get 2 failures, like a death save, if you roll a 1. So if
Oh.
you roll a 1, you get 2 fails, and you take 2d8 or 2d6 damage because you fall 20 feet. On the
How
third
much health do you
failure,
have?
you're
Yuki,
gonna have
how
6
much health
attempts.
do you have?
Oh.
I have 22 right now. Maybe we should use some of those hit dice, huh?
Well, that's what I was
Do
gonna
you-
ask if you guys wanted to take a short rest, right? Because I was thinking on the first fall, you take 1d6 damage for falling 10 feet, right? But you get back up there, you make your second attempt. If you fall again on your second attempt, right? When you fall, let me phrase that. When you fall your second time, that time you take 2d8 damage. You fell twice as far, right?
And then the third time is just utter failure.
On the third time, it's just like, whee! You just fall, right? Like they let go of the
You guys
rope,
ready for Juliana to join the party?
right?
Oh no.
Don't trust her.
On
I'll
the
tell you that.
upside, the rope is tied to
plan,
you,
wasn't it?
so
All right, let's take a short rest because.
I mean,
Yuki's really
you can always ask the question. Go ahead, take a short rest, right? Go take a short rest. Why isn't why isn't the hit point meat bag climbing?
I mean, I was trying.
You can, if you think you could.
Whoever wants to try it, the rules are going to be the same for whoever, right?
My
I think it was just
athletics
because-
is
Acrobatics.
+7.
That's why I was saying it was just because Yuki was at a +10, and she just has like the best chance, I guess.
You do
Not
have
that
a,
I'm the best.
You do
Not
have
that
the
I'm
best
the best
chance.
roller.
I mean, I'm a terrible roller,
Me
but
too.
I also have more hit points than you.
How many total hit points do you have, Yuki? Silent.
Oh, I just took a short
You.
rest, so I'm back at 45.
I have +7 acrobatics and I have 54 hit points.
And
By all
plus
means.
7 strength, and I've got 43 hit points. Well, I haven't even taken a short rest yet.
Are we doing rollies to see who goes?
Are we all going? Is this a TPK?
Garmi's not volunteering. Garmi is kind of sitting on the floor, just kind of.
Garmi will not
Fucking
survive
spiders.
that fall.
Oh,
Garmi
no.
will
14 hit
not.
points
Well,
left.
well, yeah. Like you on the upside, you wouldn't probably die instantly and
I
be
have a
unrevivable.
question. Can we take... How would this work? I would take an arrow and attach it to the rope and like shoot it across. Okay. Then Yuki takes that rope and attaches it to them somehow, like a carabiner that you probably don't have.
Climbing kit, I'd say you have some type of carabiner-esque bone attachment or something, sure.
And you are climbing horizontally across, but you're attached to that rope that's already clear across.
You're
So if
trying
you
to
fall-
like do a zip line.
Not necessarily. It's
like
more
if
of
I
like
fall,
if you fall,
rope
you
is
don't
there to,
fall
like,
all the
break
Oh,
way.
you mean you want them to
just,
fall that
like-
way?
It'll break the fall,
Like-
basically. Or
Yeah. Kind of explain this for me again, please. I'm sorry.
So
You shoot an
so
arrow
you-
across with the rope. Okay.
yeah, so chasm.
Mm-hmm.
You shoot the rope this way, like along the wall. Okay, so the rope is this way along the wall, and Yuki attaches a carabiner to that rope and climbs next to that rope that's going this way. That way, if they fall, they only fall a tiny amount, like the slack of a person's weight. If that arrow would be able to hold that weight. Does that make sense?
I have
Well,
javelin.
Yuki's gonna have to climb up.
Why?
Right? This is like up over the chasm because it's a chasm that goes off into the distance, right? So, like going sideways is gonna just kind of take you parallel for who knows how far. You can't see how far it is. You know what I
okay.
mean? It's not like a pit and then there's walls on the side.
Damn.
It's like more of
I
a
didn't know that.
dome with like a roof.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's more of
Okay.
like a big wide tunnel with a
Okay.
cleft in it. I apologize if I wasn't clear.
Have fun,
yeah,
Yuki.
I mean,
you have fun.
Like a fucking
Have
monkey bars,
fun!
like monkey bars across the roof.
see, I'm
Did we
confident.
not make? Wasn't there an existing like rope bridge kind of thing that can we like possibly?
It was all
use?
rotten.
It's
though.
on
I
the
don't
other
think we
side.
did
Yeah, it
anything
was rotten. The
with
bridge had
it.
collapsed, and
Oh.
when you walked up, you could see that like there used to be posts on this side that looked like somebody had like chopped them down, but it's kind of covered in ice. So it probably
But-
happened in the past.
That's actually a decent idea. Take the rope, attach it to the arrow, shoot down to the bottom of where that bridge is, and then you can zip line down to the bottom of the bridge and use it as a ladder and climb up.
You can't see that far. It's pitch dark. You can see 60 feet. So, and the chasm is 100 feet. So the bridge is going to be like, the end of it. Like you could see 60 feet down. You just can't see 100 feet down. I'm sorry. Does that make sense? I don't.
So
did
we
I
can
ruin
zip line
anything?
to a point on the bridge and use it as a ladder.
Correct. Yeah. You can. I mean, you wouldn't want to go all the way to the bottom either, but you could try to like see. But like you're gonna
With
like.
that?
I mean, that's gonna be.
sketchy. I think everything we do is
It might.
sketchy.
Everything's gonna be sketch. Everything has risk, right? And I remember somebody. Her name was
I-
Taylor. Was like the training wheels need to come off.
So I kind of like the zipline bridge ladder idea. That seems a little safer, at least. Like
went
if we
to
can,
Play that
If we hit What? If we hit though, and we're not gonna know if we hit, right? Unless you said new here, Al.
You can see like into the darkness, right? Like I'm trying to let you know, like you can see the hint, like because dark vision only works. What is it, 60 feet, right? I'm allowing you to have some reasonable. It's not just a fucking sphere of darkness. You can see it like 100 feet. Like, hey, there's like a bridge attached.
You know
but like
what?
if you were to like look down below it, you can't see that clearly. Does that make sense? For story reasons, I'm letting you know there was a bridge and it collapsed. It was more visible that it collapsed on the other side.
We can only You know what? I have a
But you can only see 60 feet, so technically
idea.
rules is written as dark as shit. Like you're just like, oh fuck. But like there's another side. I'm telling you there's another side. But your options are somewhat limited.
What if we throw this lantern while it's lit? Just have Bray yeet it so we can like just get a view of where the bridge is on the other side.
I see where you're going with this.
Or we could light an arrow on fire and just shoot an arrow and see if we that would have a little light source. Don't hit the wooden bridge with the arrow.
Man, I hope you know that if you do that, I'll play fumblies on that one. You roll a natural 1 on that attack roll. Like we're gonna do some.
Actually, let me look at my spells.
Then you've got to race the bridge as it burns because it's the only way across. So then you've got to zip line and like.
I might be able to do some light.
I mean, he gets a tinderbox.
How far away can I do this?
Hey, Steven, go pick up that bridge.
I have an idea. Could we like take some of the spider goo and like make us super sticky against the wall?
I mean,
try to make some custom spider climb abilities, like take some gloves and like cover them with the spider web.
And obviously that can't be all of it, but like that could help, I think.
Maybe that could give Yuki advantage.
I mean, they were on the ceiling.
Was that stuff venomous? Poisonous?
They were on the ceiling.
The webbing wasn't. It was just really cold.
Or like detach their arms. Now's your chance. Just like tie their arms
just
to
getting
you.
The webbing all over his hands and boots might give him advantage on climbing.
But the spider feet were sticking to the ceiling, so like, what if he just used the spider feet attached to his limbs? Like, he'd be like an animatronic, like, spider crawling machine that sticks to ice.
Theory crafting. Look at Husher.
Should I just stop?
I like it. No, I fucking like it. I fucking love it. I want you to stick your hands into the nasty goo guts of these spiders, and I want you to fucking use that as a way to.
You know what? Yuki would personally just rather use the fucking rope and pythons.
No, I mean, I'll allow it if you want to rip in there. So what I'll do is we're still gonna do 6 checks, but I'll tell you what. But I'll allow you to get. I'll allow you to get 1 reroll because of the sticky goo on your hands. Right, you've gooed up, you're ready, you're like, fucking, I don't even know, there's so many off-color jokes that I'm not gonna make, but anyways, you are good to go. If you want to goo up, I'll let you get 1 reroll, like, free of charge.
That's so nasty, I can't believe you just said that.
Like, you have, like, literally just, like, Yuki's just like, this is the way it be, right?
No, Yuki's just looking at Carouse right now with, like, a deathly stare, like, this is a freaking disgusting idea.
And I'm gonna just, look her dead in the eyes and say, I care about you. I know it's gross. Please do this for your sake.
Okay, well, Yuki heads off to... don't say something gross.
Are you okay that if you choose to do this, I need you to make a DC saving throw because it's nastiest Constitution because it's nasty as shit. You know what I mean? Like,
and
this is some Walking Dead wear the zombie skins to like walk around kind of gross, right?
And Yuki's like a clean freak, so this bothers her right now. You said saving throw?
Yeah.
I'll clean you off with prestidigitation when we get to the other side.
Yeah, she's not happy right
now.
Yeah, just do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So you feel it, like you're sitting there, you're like just elbow deep into some fucking goo guts, and then you're like, oh god! But like you hold it back, you don't upchuck, you don't take 1 point of damage from violently exploding because it's nasty as shit. What you're doing is you cover your hands with like the sticky entrails of whatever this like web gland would be. It's all moist and clammy and cold. It's like mayonnaise, like, but if it was like in your hair, it just clings to you. But it's like all over your forearms. But you
I'm
feel
so
it like
sorry.
you're good. What?
I'm
What's wrong
so
with mayonnaise?
sorry.
Why you got a mayonnaise problem? But anyway, so
well,
yes, so you will get one reroll on your 6 chances as we got to go across. So, but we're gonna do the same thing as we would for death saves, right? So
okay.
a 20 gives you 2 wins at once, boop boop boop, because you're moving
That's-
1/6 of the time, right? So but again, a natural 1 also gives you 2 failures at the same time. So, all right, let's do it.
Am I getting
Anybody who
advantage
knows
on
how to do
these?
math?
Or
What's up?
no? Am I getting advantage on these rolls?
No, you
With
get
the-
one reroll on your one of your death saves
That's
though,
it, okay.
because of the goo.
Can-
Yeah, because of the goo.
Can we
I thought
still light? Can we still light some arrows on fire and kind of shoot at various points? So there's light sources all across, make it a little easier to see the path.
Yeah, that's
maybe?
fine. I'd say that a burning arrow can probably burn for at least a minute or something, so that's fine. You know.
So
So
Yuki ties
maybe
yourself
just
up.
so that you can give him some light around on occasion, Kurost.
Yeah,
and
like
Oh
the
fuck! I
direction
just
he
thought
needs to
about that.
fly.
So like, no, think about it, right? So like,
What?
you're here. You can only see 60 feet. So once Yuki's outside of 60 feet,
you
you're
can
hoping
shoot
that
him,
he's within the like dim light range of the arrow, so that you don't shoot him by accident. Like poor
Okay.
Yuki just gets
Maybe
pin
not.
cushion. No, but I mean, technically, if you shoot one by Yuki, like, what is
You'll see
the
me,
like? I'll
right?
say that a lit arrow is like a torch, right? And a torch
Is
has
she-
what, dim light for 15 feet. So as long as Yuki was close enough, you'd be able to see where Yuki was as you keep shooting arrows.
And
This
she can
now,
just-
if
yeah,
we
just
chose
scream
to
at you
do
guys.
this, I will actually suddenly count your fucking 20 arrows because like suddenly you have 20 arrows that you're counting from, because we don't normally track ammo, but yeah, I mean, you could do something like that if you wanted to help.
I
Right.
will also, if we choose to do that, every time she shoots an arrow with a light on it, I will cast Control Flames on it, cantrip, to make it cast double the amount of light.
Oh,
Ooh.
I didn't even know Garmin knew
Nice.
this though. Nice.
I'm surprised you're not like Steven, rock climb me across this cavern to my bed.
Wait,
Steven is kind of
just-
useless.
Could Steven rock climb and carry a rope? That seems exactly.
This
Carry
is like
the
what a
rope over to
butler
the
can
other
do.
That is
side.
exactly
Like,
what
Steven
we've
can
all
only
doing.
go 10 feet away from Yuki.
Oh,
I mean-
never mind.
Just carry
Is
me
it
in your
10?
arms. Just carry me like a
Hold
little
on.
baby.
So what if
15 feet.
Steven
He can
climbed
only move 15
before?
feet.
What if Steven climbed before Yuki and had like a short side of the rope that was attached to Steven, so that if Yuki fell, she didn't fall the whole distance?
But what
Maybe
if he
Steven
falls?
catches her slightly, and if Steven goes ahead of her, he can check the handhold to make sure there's no like loose rocks that are just gonna fall out as soon as he grabs it too.
That's
Are we just
advantage.
Are we
I
just
know that I
assuming
don't make
Steven
enough
is
money to
acrobatic?
pay some dude to carry me up some fucking cliff.
Well,
I'm
not
gonna
kidding,
have to
but,
say
like,
no. I'm really
I
sorry.
used to rock climb a lot, and there are often loose rocks, and going across in front of someone, you can check for that.
That's why you wear a helmet.
I think it's good and fair. I think you've
You
chosen.
rock
No,
climb?
what your idea
didn't
is
know
fucking
that.
crazy.
In
Like,
high
no,
school,
Steven
it's
isn't
been
rock
ages.
climbing for you. Like, I don't even think Elon Musk's butler would do this for Elon
No,
Musk money.
but-
Okay, so
Tie a rope to Steven and have part of the rope attached to Steven, then attached to Yuki. Steven goes ahead, checking the handholds, and if Yuki falls, he only gets caught by Steven. And the webbing.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have
yeah.
to say no
Adding
to
up.
this, because if I say yes to this, this is somehow gonna get abused. The next thing you know, like, fucking
I
Yuki's
also-
like, hey Steven, hold this shield and look that way, right? Like, there's gonna be all types of crazy rules abuses where next
I
thing you
also
know,
don't
he's
think
your
Steven could
manservant
even make
/
this climb.
bodyguard.
He's literally just a servant. I don't think he has the acrobatic skills to do this.
Like, yeah, like he's suddenly like, okay, what's Steven's AC? Well, with the shield, it's a +2. Well, does Steven have a fucking character sheet? Because does he even have a feat to use shields? Like, what is? Can you paint the sigil of the family on this shield? Thunk. Like, now I'm gonna have to say no, because it's gonna get so abused. Like, it's gonna get so
I
abused.
love all the times that Steven has been brought up and we've tried to use him.
We try,
Creative
but
solution.
he's
We
really
try to
only
include
good
Steven.
for walking 10 feet in front of
Hey,
Yuki while she's stealthing. That's it. That's all he's good for.
you can impress people
good
with him.
ideas.
Oh, I
All
like
right,
the
Yuki's
thinking,
tied
it's
up,
just
and
no.
she's gooey. She's tied up. She's
She's
has
gooed
her
up. She's been in the goo
pittance.
guts,
She's
all in
ready
that
to go.
moist gland.
Oh no.
Can I throw Yuki?
100 feet.
Not as far as
Not
you can
100
throw.
feet. I mean, like towards the wall. So you.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, she's
Yuki's
climbing
climbing
the
up.
ceiling.
You're literally like, hey Yuki, let me lift you up, and Yuki's like, okay, let me put this fucking python right here, and let me tie myself off, and turns into fucking Spider-Man.
Do I
That's
know?
fine. You succeeded on your first attempt.
Okay,
right?
so we know 13 is at least good enough. I feel like.
Well, yeah. Well, we're doing death saves, right? So anything above a 10.
Oh, okay.
Is a success. Anything under a 10 is a fail. That's why I said we're treating it like a death save.
Don't you get it? Aren't you plus 10 on your rolls?
I have plus 10. So yeah, doesn't that mean I have to succeed?
You're gonna automatically succeed
as long as I don't hit a 1.
Well, we're just doing no. I'm saying like literally a death save.
Oh,
gotta
so
have
it's not
3
doing his acrobatics roll.
Yeah, no acrobatics roll. We're just doing it. We're making it more cinematic, right? We're just making
actual death saves. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I don't mean. Okay, you could fucking die, but like, I mean, that's.
Wait.
We're doing it for the stakes.
It's
Remember,
just 1d20
and if you fail,
then?
you get like the so much damage per fall.
Correct. You just roll a straight 1d.
So we always
just
1d20. Just a straight
so
1d20.
Rhea should go because she has the highest.
That's why.
That's why we.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me think about this. Hold on. Hey, no. We'll do it different. We'll trim it down so that way, because yeah, you're right. I want to be able to use your bonuses because that's why you chose Yuki, right? So, okay, I've got a reasonable difficulty class.
Yeah, we can just heighten it the AC I need to hit.
Yeah, so we're fine. So I have a good difficulty class, and so the way I'll play it is based on the difficulty class, depending on how close you get. So, like, if you fail. I'm thinking about again. I have to fucking think about math. So let's say, like, I'm not going to tell you what the difficulty class is, right? I know what the number is. It's difficult.
Did you feed them?
If you fail by more than 3, you're going to fall 20 feet and you have to climb back up, right? So, like, you could, and I mean, you're obviously going to climb back up, but you have to fail by, and I'll tell you, because ultimately you'll end up guessing what the difficulty class is, right? But this is a difficult climb, right? Icy cavern, it's cold, you're having to climb like by your fucking hands across this chasm for a long way. So ultimately, to make it like the stakes matter, I don't know, Garmy, what your thought is as a fellow DM. It's just one roll, baby. Just one roll for all the marbles.
Okay. Well, one roll.
Okay, if I did it, would my danger sense give me advantage?
The climbing?
He's already fingered a dead spider. For
climbing, I would think so.
You know what? And yeah, absolutely, you did the deed with the spider.
I would say he has.
So I mean, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it with advantage. You're gonna get. I'll let you do advantage for this roll.
Because you stuck it. You fingered a dead spider.
Like, he's already been abdomen deep in a dead spider, and now you want to, like, bro.
Like, Yuki was in there. Like, Yuki was like literally in there.
Now. Like, she was freaking elbow deep in spider guts. Like, we're not. I appreciate you though.
Oh my god.
So it's just one.
So one straight acrobatics roll with advantage.
One straight acrobatics roll, because that way you get the benefits of it. It's one roll. It's all for the noogies, right? It's all for the spicy chicken nuggets. Because a failure is going to hurt. Holy shit. That's a good roll. Yeah, so I mean the goo helps. Like, this is a hard roll. Like, this is a hard roll, but like you did it. Like you reach up and you grab on, and like it takes you less than like a couple of minutes, and like you're just moving this rope, climbing across, and it's like a mechanical, like just like a machine, just without any issues. Just like you scramble across the roof and you bring the rope over, where you're able to like kind of tie it off with your grappling hook. So there's now a line across to the other side.
All right. So.
Like, yeah, that was like. That's a close one.
45 minutes.
Can we tie this end up higher so we can just kind of slide down the rope? Or is it already lower?
Yeah, I'd say that it's enough that you could like kind of like try to zip line across it somehow, but like,
what are you gonna
that's
use?
fine. Using your belt buckles and shit to like
throw on a belt,
scutter.
throw over a belt.
Pants falling down. Just gnome parts dangling.
That's a good one.
Oh god.
Yeah, so I mean, and we'll just say for that rope, I'm not going to make you do any type of check to get across. You're able to like move across the chasm to the other side, and you can see again that same pattern imprinted in the snow as you arrive. Where they're like now you can see that there's basically this rug that was like this whole pattern just like perfectly laid out in the snow of this embroidery of a just a large, probably looks like it's about 6 feet across and about 8 feet
When we
long,
leave here,
like
we're taking the rug with
tapestry.
us.
Well, you see the
Oh,
imprint
okay.
of where it was. Yeah, you see the imprint of where it was. As if it had been here and then probably flown to the other side where it picked up these kids, or it picked them up and landed them here, right?
When
But
we
the rug
find
itself
this
is not
rug,
there anymore.
when we find these kids, hopefully they have this rug, and I'm taking it. Daddy wants a flying carpet.
Okay. Did we all make it to the other side?
Yeah, so it takes you just a few minutes one at a time to like move your way across. I know that Garmy's like in like a little snuggie on Brea, like a little pouch, like a little like little kangaroo baby, right in the pouch as they shuffle
Give me
across.
20 minutes so I can demonstrate with my
Carouse
baby.
doesn't even care. Carouse just like as you guys move across, she just hops up on the rope and just like fucking hoofs it. She doesn't have to slide. She's all nimbly. She's an agile little elf. And Garmy, I need you to make an Arcana check if you could.
With advantage or just straight?
Just a normal Arcana check, no advantage.
Yuki just walks up to Carouse.
I know. I keep thinking like I should have you do your checks on the private rolls so that way you don't know and you can be surprised.
Oh, I keep forgetting to do that. I'm sorry.
So
Yeah, I forget too.
Well, you know what, Yuki, you could go ahead and roll again, and like if Yuki's going to assist you, because Yuki has Arcana skills too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if Yuki's gonna assist me, I'll roll again. Yay! And I'll do this one private. Blind.
You like my poker face?
What was that look?
So Garmy, you can see, as you kind of walk up and you see these etchings and sigils like faintly into the stone, and you recognize it as writings and some like really subtle, time-worn glyphs of the Netherese language. And as you kind of trace them, and Yuki's with you, and you kind of the only words that you know of the Netherese, you recognize the word forge, and you recognize the word magic or arcane, like an arcane forge of some kind.
If y'all can wait 10 minutes, I can read this. And I start setting up to ritually cast comprehend languages.
Hey, I took a short rest earlier and didn't get any hit points.
You have to make sure you use your hit die.
I think I was the only one who actually clicked it.
Oh no,
you clicked it.
I wasn't paying attention.
The number of dice, right?
I will ritually cast comprehend language, and I can understand any written language I can see.
I don't. What is
Well,
how do you spell
like,
Netherese? Is that
written on.
Netherese? Is that Netherese?
Yeah, Netherese, the Netherese.
Yes.
You would all know from just basic knowledge that this used to be like thousands and thousands of years ago. There was this almost continent spanning civilization called the Netherese, the realm of Nether, and they were like just very powerful magically, and are known for their magic. So after 10 minutes of you all sitting there, like hopefully thanking Yuki for her amazing acrobatic skills, Garmy, you don't see a lot like.
I also digitize the view off of her.
Oh, I was gonna say Yuki walks up to Carouse and just like caresses her cheek with her slimy hand. Like, thank you so much for the suggestion. She's feeling very petty right now.
Oh, I did that to you with the mushroom trash.
Oh my god.
So you see, like faintly etched into these sigils that you recognize. It's very short, and you just see images of like that same sort of knot work, like in the rug, right? Like where there's this powerful magic sigils or magic, and you see like what appears to be a poem written on the wall, and it says, "Whispers midst the flames, magic dances on the forge. forging dreams anew, and that's glyphed over the door that stands ajar in front of you.
What dreams anew?
Can we write that down?
Yeah, can you put that in?
Yeah, let me
chat?
put it in chat. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
so
God.
I can.
Like,
Yeah, I was
like- fuck your poems.
Whispers.
Whispers.
Amidst the flames.
It's the fall. Magic dances on the floor, witching dreams.
You said this is written on the wall?
Yeah, it's like on a glyph, like in words, like around the door that Garmy can pick up and can see. Also, in case you didn't know, this is something that nobody really knows about me. I like haikus. So, like, just so you know, like, I like haikus.
Cool little fun fact.
I know, right? Oh, look, a haiku. I was sitting there for a moment, though, and I was like, wait, did I count those numbers right when I put this together? Because that's really fucking awkward. So I just sat here for like 2 minutes, like, how many syllables is it? But anyway, so that's etched above the door, and it's like, you know, and so like you can see that the door stands open, and it probably used to have like a really heavy ornamental lock that latched it shut. But from what you can, when you peek in, it's just a dark hallway that goes off into the darkness, into this potential magical forge, arcane forge, maybe something like that.
Maybe.
But I thought that might be a good. Well, and remember they told you like there was a rumor that there was this place where there were treasures and riches to be found and things like that, where these little bastards, I mean kids, these beautiful children of the town of Frostfire Cove, went off on an adventure together, like the Goonies that went sideways. That's where I, you know, think it might be a good place to stop. I know it's getting late.
Cool.
But
Everybody say bye to YouTube.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
YouTube.
Bye.